morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. Cake, you had to know the worst possible time, didn't you, when there was literally no alerts? Cake coming with the 5 gifted subs as well, and Jam with the 5 gifted. I feel like these might have been Phasmophobia gifted subs. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like these were owed at some point. Thank you much, guys, for the 5 gifted subs each as well. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another stream. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Obviously, been in Canada for the last 2.5 weeks, basically. I should have been home on Monday, but some things happened. I didn't get home until yesterday morning. So, yeah, but we are here. We are finally here. So, hopefully, we can try and get back to the rhythm of things and enjoy Nico with 5 gifted as well. God. You guys miss me too much, You guys miss me too much. Why is the music not playing as well? There we go. Thanks so much, Nick, for the 5 gifted subs as well. Did I appreciate that? Jimmy with the 56 as well. I said it was a third med. It was a Dio. Ooh, yeah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Are those Cake's first gifted subs to the channel, by the way? I think they are, right? Right. I just need to adjust my wavelength real quick. Give me a second. Chat. But yeah, it has been a hot minute. I hope you guys have been looking after yourselves. Is this right? No, that's not right, is it? Is it device? No. What am I looking for here? What up, Daniel? How's it going, mate? What up, Dodge? Someone gets level 5. We are on 74% right now, so it's very close. Very, very close. Why is... Okay, for some reason I can't adjust my Spotify volume. I'll sort it later. It's what it is. At least, it is what it is. I assume there will be a little bit of scuff. We prayed for times like this, bro. We did. We prayed for many weeks. But it has finally happened. We are finally back. I would really like this to work if it can, though. That'd be lovely. Maybe it's input, actually. Hold on. Let me check inputs. I think it is input, actually. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know. Oh, it's this one. Hang on. I got it. Set to Spotify. And that one to Spotify as well. Nope. Best meal you had in Canada? Honestly, the best meal I had in Canada was probably when I first went. We tried poutine, and oh my god, poutine was great, I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very good. Adjust. Plus 2, there we go. Alright, we're good. But this time around, we went to, I can't remember what the street was called now. We went to, like, a market street inside of Canada, and, they do, like, all sorts of different foods and stuff. There's so much stuff there. There's clothes, there's food, there's souvenirs, everything you think of. And we went to, like, this like, taco place. I know it's not really Canadian food or anything like that, but their taco was insane. Really, really good. It was one of those soft shell ones with, like, the pulled pork and stuff. Oh, very, very good. Very, very good. Right, we've got a few resubs to get through to get us going, haven't we? We've got Lucas coming with the 3-month resub. Thank you much, Lucas, for the 3 months. Dewey with 56 as well. At the start of the stream, we had Jam with the 8 months as well. Oscar with the 4 months. We had Rue with the 14 as well. Bugs with the 4. And then right before we started the stream, K-Cray came in with the 16 months as well. Thank you much, guys, for the resubs there as well. I appreciate that. And of course, with the 5 gifted subs as well from Cake, Jam, and Nico. Thank you so much, guys. The 5 gifted each. You absolute mad lads and lass. Thank you much, guys, for the resubs. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slow spin chat to welcome everyone into Vince fam for however many months. the a lot, we'll say. Canadian tacos sound diabolical. Diabolically good is what you're looking for here. An oxymoron. Do they have very hard Huckleheim in dog form with those horse legs? No. No, maybe I was being too drastic then, I guess. No, but they spent £20 on subs. They did, Lucas. They did. They missed me that much. They had to throw money at me. How was Canada? Canada was really nice. Really, really nice. I went, like, during this season when all the trees are changing color and stuff, so that was awesome. You saw, like, loads of red trees, loads of orange, yellow trees. It was pretty crazy, actually, going in the fall, I guess, so. Luco with the 5 gifted as well. I mean, he wouldn't have done a bet. I don't think Luke Carrick would have done a bet, that's for sure. That man doesn't play Faz that much. Thank you much, Luke, for the 5 gifted as well, man. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slow spin chat to welcome Luke. It's all 5 into Vince fam on behalf of Luke as well. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the 5 gifts. That does get us level 5 as well. Can we complete level 5? That's the ultimate question now, then, I guess. That's the ultimate question. But yeah, hope you guys have been doing well. Yeah, we are back here at Barry Huckleheim. Of course, we're going into round 3 of Season 3. We're going for the Australian Grand Prix today. Obviously, I haven't touched this game in a good couple of weeks, so I might be very rusty. But hopefully, we can try and continue our fine form. We won in Bahrain in the season open. We won in Saudi Arabia as well. So we're 2 for 2 so far this season. Are we going to make that 3 for 3, though? We'll have to find out. But yeah, so far, we've had a really good start to Championship, and hopefully we could continue that going into the Down Under today. I'd have been owing you 20 subs, but how didn't hold me to it. 90 minutes of Fulham would win this. I'll give 20, but you forgot to mention it, so I ain't doing it. Honestly, Nico, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. I appreciate that you're usually a man of your word, but I forgive you on this. I'm not gonna lie. I do forgive you. All right. So, as you can see, we do have that championship lead right now. 19 points up on Max Verstappen, who's currently sitting in second place right now. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, got P2 in Bahrain, P6 in Saudi Arabia as well, and we've got a pretty healthy lead over him as well. So far, it's been a perfect start to the season. We hold the Constructors lead right now as well. Obviously, last season, we were world champion in the Driver standings, and of course, we won the Constructors as well. So we're going defending in both the Drivers and the Constructors this season. We are the defending champion, indeed. Yeah, we are. So hopefully, this season, we can try and retain both of them, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Obviously, we do have the balance in the field chip in play for this season. We did get a part removed. I think it was something on the chassis, wasn't it? Maybe Aero? I can't quite remember. There's something that got removed, though. So obviously, you know, with that chip, whoever is the best team going into the race, they have to remove a part, essentially, which makes it, you know, a bit more difficult to progress. So it should make the fights for P1 and or whatever position we're fighting for quite interesting, that's for sure. Very, very interesting. What was the reaction in Canada for Stroll being a dumbass? To be fair, I don't actually think many people in Canada watch F1, to be fair with you. When Lance Stroll is like the only person you've got to support, I don't think there's a high amount of interest, to be honest. Where's my gloves? My gloves in here? Maybe. No, maybe not. My room's been shuffled around a little bit, so I don't know where certain things are, but you know what? We'll rock these for now anyway. I forgot they even told me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I bet. Well, Joshua Location, how's it going, guys? Welcome in as well. Is there anything we actually need to do here? We've got 545 points, so probably not really there. We could do our specialists real quick, though. Let's have a look at our specialists. Keep tires below 120 degrees. Complete the weekend no more than 2 collisions with other cars. Let's do E. Usually tire temps can get a bit high in some areas, so. What up, Vano? Lance Stroll is shocking, honestly. I mean, it was one thing for, like, the brakes to possibly fail. You could have maybe argued for that. But then driving directly into wet gravel straight after. Yeah, that's something. That's something. Overtake 8 cars out on track of the race. Reach 185 mile an hour. We'll definitely do 185 mile an hour. Is there anything else? Complete any 3 sessions that are flashback. In practice, clear lap using at least 3 sets of tires. Should be okay with that one. And we'll perfect the race strategy program as well. I was in Canada for 2 weeks, Vano. I was away for a couple of weeks. He went to touch grass. Yeah, a bit more than touching grass as well. I'll be ending out the streamers, watch the Villa game at 5:45. No worries, dudes. Hope you enjoy. Good luck. Do I might use 61 next year, so that's a no-barrier number. Really? Shit, he's 61, isn't he? Fuck. Maybe, what's the closest thing then? Maybe we'll have to go up to 69. Maybe that's the other reason. I don't know where my gloves are. I have no idea where I put them. I mean, I've got these spare ones, but I don't really want to wear them that much. Unless they're hiding in here. Let me check. They shouldn't be. They might be. No, they're not. I have no idea what did my gloves. Predictions for the Inter game? I'm not massively confident, especially after Newcastle. I'm pretty sure Inter having a pretty good season as well. I think they're like 2nd in the league or something. So I'm not massively confident going into this one. Not massively confident at all. They might be in this table. Hold on. Give me a second, chat. I gotta find my gloves. I don't know what I did with them. Is it a new season? It is. Yep, season 3. Found them. We good. We found them. I was going to flip it and go 16, but that isn't available either. Yeah, the whole reason I go 61 is because 16 isn't available. That is the primary and only reason I go 61. You got a kitty lover mode? I love it. Love it. It looks great. What's better, Thrustmaster or Fanatec? Fanatec, definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Holly. Who's my favorite driver? Max Verstappen. Right, weather forecast. So it does look like we are going to get a dry weekend. No rain forecast for this one, which would have been a very difficult one to go into. Use 7, maybe. 1+6. Maybe, to be fair, actually, it's not a bad shout. Does anyone use 7 right now? I don't think so. I know Kimmy used to use 7, but obviously he's not in F1 anymore, so. How am I dealing with the jet lag? It's tricky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say he's probably got a bet on Besiktas. Either that, or we just had a 4th one or something, Wolf. You know, for every 9 months, so. But yeah, thank you much for the 62 months, though, Wolf. Appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, girls, it's been chat. So welcome Wolf into Vince fan for the 62. But yeah, the jet lag it's a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky. It wasn't so bad when I was there, but arriving back here, bro, I was broken yesterday. I was struggling a lot. Right, let's go with a slightly older set. I think everything got number 2, actually. Yeah. We'll put all this number 2, and we'll run this for practice. Perfect. All right. Doesn't Charles Leclerc race with number 16? Yes, that's the whole reason as to why I can't use 16. It's my favorite number, but I can't use it because of Charles, so... that's why I flipped it round. So I flipped over the 1 and the 6 so I could go 61. And then, yeah. Restart voice not working? No? Why? Let me check. Why would you not work? Let's go monitoring output. Does it work now? Let me just read you someone else's because Wolf's is too long of a message. I vote Lucas. Did this work?
3 months.
That one working? Poor Wolf types out that whole thing. Honestly, deserved this, Wolf. Yes, perfect. Okay, good. Where have you been? Is it just me or missing the lives? Yeah, I've been away for 2 weeks. I was out for 2 weeks.
Practice here in Australia.
Turned 16 upside down to 91. That's actually a good shout, you know. That's actually a very decent shout. Just completely flip the 61, and then it goes into 91. It's a good shout, actually. It's a good shout. Where have I been? I've been away for 2 weeks. I was in Canada for 2 weeks. I only got back on yesterday morning, so...
I told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right?
We go back to Canada and never come back.
47 months has gone fast. Welcome back.
It has gone very fast, Numpty. Kind of the epitome of time right now, isn't it? It just seems to fly. It just seems to fly. Thank you much for the 47 months as well, though, mate. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, girls, please been chat. So welcome, Numpty. It's Vince fan for 47 as well. Appreciate it, dude. Did you put maple syrup in your pancakes? I'm not going to lie. I don't think I had syrup once while I was in Canada last time, when I was there. I don't think I even had pancakes once, to be fair with you, so... I probably had something that contained syrup, but... Yeah, I was in Canada for 2 weeks and didn't have syrup. I'm not going to be welcome there, am I? I'm not very welcome there. Speedy coming in the 3 months as well. Thank you much, Speedy, for the 3-month resub as well. Appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat. So welcome, Speedy, Incidents for the 3 months as well. Appreciate it, dude. Did I stutter? I don't know. It's a text. If you stutter in text, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
It's a disaster prediction. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of confidence, Speedy. I really don't have a lot of confidence, especially after Newcastle. I'd hope they use Newcastle as motivation because we were so bad against them. But, I don't know, man. My confidence is pretty low. I probably will miss the first half, unfortunately. But, yeah, hopefully back for the seconds. I'm not interested in joining leagues right now, sorry. I only just got back to damn streams. I ain't ready for league racing yet. Inter are not shit. No, definitely not. Didn't Inter literally dominate the Serie A last year? Pretty sure they absolutely aced it. Let's just put these tires up real quick. So yeah, I'm not exactly confident. I feel like a draw would be decent, but Yeah, I'm not even optimistic we can get that, to be honest. Gyökeres can have all of my children unless he joins United. I mean, he's like my ideal striker for Arsenal, is Gyökeres. He's so good. So good. Either we smash from 4-1 Arsenal or it's a 1-0 Inter. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. If it was at home, I'd have more faith, but the fact it's away from home, yeah, I don't have the confidence. Don't have the confidence in the slightest. What program did I play? Track kilometers solution, was it? I think so. Alright. Let's do this. What about Havertz? He's not an out-and-out striker, really, is he?
We're approaching the DRS
He's not someone who
zone.
will
Watch your
score
MFD,
from nothing.
reactivation point.
Oh, wow, that was a big lock up there. It's good that Erdegaard's back, though. I think, you know, the reason we haven't been so good is because we are missing our key. We're missing our captain, essentially, so... Yeah, having Erdegaard back could be really good. Hopefully he can help get us back on track, but, yeah. Thoughts on Forest? Having a great season. Having a very good season. So it's absolutely not my dream. It is mine. It is definitely mine. I'm pretty sure you could do the S's flat out there, but I don't have the confidence. Am I doing Fuji? No. When even is it? Got a couple of greens and a red on this program so far, so try and clean that up in the next lap. Oh, I thought the car really wanted to slide in that final corner. No, it's only for the Twitch that lags it, I'm afraid. 15th, 17th, I think. Yeah, I would not now have enough time to prepare for it. Never even raced on Fuji before either. Oh, I locked up again there. I'm getting a little bit too late on the brakes in turn 3. Keep messing that up. Does Vince reply? Vince does reply. More frequently on Twitch than TikTok, though. It's a genuine track to drive, I won't lie. Yeah, I've never raced on it, but I have watched races there, and it does look a bit clumsy. Doesn't look like my my ideal type of track, really. Finding Max won the Brazil GP, he did it in style, too. That was one of the best drives I've seen Max do. And he's had a few great drives in his time, but honestly, that drive in Brazil was sensational. But it was all luck, though, right? Nothing to do with talent or ability, it was all luck. 15-6. We're on the leaderboards right now. We're currently sitting in 2nd place. Not too bad, actually. On the hard tyre. I'm pretty sure we're 110 AI, aren't we? There we go. Got the braking right there. Wasn't a purple, but at least we got a green. A bit of understeer on the exit. It's a great drive, but it was gifted to an extent. You think he would have struggled to be on the podium without the red? I don't think so. I mean, it was very clear that Max had elite pace in that race. My man picked up 17 fastest laps in that final stretch. I think he very much had the pace. It might have taken a bit longer to get past Leclerc, but ultimately it was his decision to stay out when that safety car came out, and it worked in his favour. All the drivers were saying that this could well be a red. And the gamble was, it paid off. But the pace at the end was unreal. So good.
Welcome back, Ron.
Yo, Tilly! They watched the 13 months as well. I appreciate the trip was very good. Thanks,
Really good job indeed.
Very, very good.
Valuable information out of
Nice
that. Well
to be back home, though. They watched the 13 months as well, though. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. That's been chats. Welcome, Tilly, into Vince fam for the 13 as well. Appreciate it. Found a 10th in that first sector so far. Lovely stuff. And Blitzy coming in with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Blitzy, for the Twitch Prime as well, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been chat welcome Blitzy into Vince fam as well. The first month for Twitch Prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. Did you see Force Letter to Sauber? I did. I did. Honestly, really happy that Sauber have got a young driver alongside Hulkenberg. I think Hulkenberg could be the perfect mentor for someone like Bortoletto. Very, very happy to see him get a seat. I was a little bit worried they'd be like kind of playing as simple and get like another experienced driver. But it's nice to see that they're trying to go for young talent again. It does mean we won't see Bottas in show next year, but I can't say I'm massively surprised. Holy oversteer.
Welcome back to Dave Guy Vince.
Thank you, Dutchy. Appreciate it, mate. 15-2 P1. Look at that. Start as it means to go on, eh, ladies and gentlemen? Start as it means to go on. Thank you much for the 15 months as well, Dutchy. Appreciate that, man, ladies and gentlemen. Guess it's been chat to welcome Dutchy into Vince fan for 15. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Why is Hamilton at Ferrari? Because he's going there in real life. The game predicted it. What up, Laura? Barry has to be stopped. My man's just too good. Even if he goes away for 2 weeks, he's just too good. Thank you, Lily. Is a Monza well worth it? Definitely. Absolutely. Well worth the money. Do you think Bottas will get a seat next season, possibly? I would be surprised if we saw Bottas in F1. Again, to be honest with you. Imagine about Red Bull? Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, I'd be surprised if we saw Bottas back in F1. It looks like he may well get a reserve role. Yeah, apparently he's been speaking to Mercedes. So maybe he gets a reserve role with his former team. And in that case, you know, he might sub in for a race or two if need be. But, yeah, otherwise, I think it'd be a surprise to see him get a full-time seat. But, to be fair, I said the same thing with Ricciardo when he left McLaren. So, who knows? Who knows? Honestly, noob, he's generational. For the wrong reasons, but he's generational. Reserve for if Kimi sucks? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't think Kimi will start, though. I think it'll be alright. How are you people on the hards? I have no idea. I'm going to check the AI level, but I'm pretty sure we're still at 110. I don't remember adjusting it, so. 11 years is a long time in F1. Remember his breakout in 2013. Who's that for? Sorry, Bottas. No worries, Wolf. Have fun. You think Bottas is cooked now? Yeah, I would be surprised if we saw Bottas in F1 again, unfortunately. Yeah, I remember he got, like, podiums and stuff with Williams, didn't he? I think when he first came in, he looked like a good little star to possibly shine through, and he did all right in Mercedes. I think he was a very good second driver, but I don't think it was anything more than that. I never saw Bottas as a world championship contender or anything. It was perfect to have alongside Hamilton. He probably did form one of the best duos we've ever seen in F1. But ultimately, yeah, I don't think he was an amazing driver. What up, Chelsea? To be fair, you cooked last night, Gladtech. You cooked last night. He got P3 in Canada quality in what was Bova Williams. Yeah, he got, I think we got a podium in, I think it was Baku as well at one point with Williams too. Yeah, it was very good when it was like a very good drive when it was a bit younger, but yeah, now, yeah. To be fair, he is driving that absolute tractor of Sauber, so pretty hard to showcase your abilities in that thing, isn't it? Even when all the drivers were retiring and stuff, both the Saubers were still last in the classification. I think that probably says a lot, really, doesn't it? Even when we have a chaotic race like we did on Sunday, the Saubers are still right at the bottom. Very telling. Very, very telling. Right, let's go on to tyre management next. Use a soft tyre for that. I think they should make it so that reserve drivers have to race in one GP. That'd be a bit messy for the championship and stuff. I guess I'd make it more exciting for the championship, but yeah, I don't think that'll ever be a law that gets, or a rule that gets put in. I liked the rule prior to that, where you have to have 2 FP1 sessions per year where you have to put in a young driver. I think they've extended that to 4 now, haven't they? I believe in the new ruling.
When you're ready, let's go.
2024 stuff versus 2021 Haas. Who's worse? Oh, wow. Battle of the shitters, huh? Honestly, probably 2024 Sauber. It's probably worse. They're both really bad. They're both really, really bad. Yeah, maybe it's recency bias that I say that, though. But 2021 Hearts were really bad, too, so... What did you think of the Brazil GP? Really good race. Probably the race of the season. I think that and Canada were probably the 2 races of the season this year, but yeah, it was a crazy race. Really, really crazy. Unfortunately, that might be the last good race we get this season, to be honest. But the last few might be a little bit mid.
Not to mention recharging the battery.
2021 Hearts were like 2 seconds off the pace, and that's off the second slowest, not Mark of Red Bull. That is true. That's a fair point. Yeah, maybe Haas then. But I think both were equally terrible. Very, very bad. And then Max will wrap up the World Championship in Vegas. I think Max has to keep the point scoring above 60 points out of Vegas, and then he wins the championship, right? So, as long as he finishes within 2 points of Lando, I believe it'll be confirmed. I do feel like, I don't know, depends on Red Bull's pace, but, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might go to, what's after Vegas? Is it Qatar? I think it's Qatar, right? At least Bottas could drive. True, yeah. I mean, Schumacher was a good driver as well, to be honest. It wasn't great. But then again, his teammate was Mazepin, so it's hard to really compare him. But he did it right against Magnussen and stuff, so... I think Mick was a, I don't know. Not a lot of people rated Mick. Qatar was just sprint in Abu Dhabi. Yeah. I do think the championship will probably go to Qatar.
Vince is back.
But yeah, it'll be done by Abu Dhabi, no doubt. Wipeout coming in the 27 months as well. Thank you much, Wipeout, for the 27 months, but dude. I appreciate that as well, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, get us a spin chat. So welcome Wipeout into Vince fan for the 27 as well. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. Oh boy. Yeah, 1.1 seconds up the Delta right now. This might not be 110 AI. Not sure what we're at, but... Qatar race the exact same time as Liverpool versus City. I hate it when it's at the same time as a football. Really hate it. You want to see Norris pull it back? I think that the problem with what Norris had to do is that he really had to finish well ahead of Max every race. And let's be honest, doing that every single race was very unlikely, in my opinion. Very, very unlikely. I think with what happened in Brazil, it kind of showed that Norris does still have his inconsistency about him. And we've criticized a lot of drivers in the past for lack of consistency, such as people like Charles Leclerc, who, to be fair, this season has been a lot more consistent. But I think that right now is the one thing that will hold Lando back, is just that final bit of consistency. Even when he was dominating races, like in Singapore, he still almost binned it in Singapore. So I think he still has those kind of maybe lapses in concentration sometimes to get him over the edge. Because I do think, like, there are times where you look at Norris's pace and you think, wow, you know, that is championship worthy. But at the end of the day, it's not always pace that wins you a championship, it's the consistency side as well, so... On his day, Lando's amazing, but his day isn't very often. And the thing is, the last thing Lando wants is to be one of those drivers that is listed under the on his day category. And we've definitely had those in the past as well, that's for sure. Because, well, the category is supposed to be sort of, you know, a positive thing, because on their day they are amazing. They don't probably see it like that. They do not see it like that. If it's a W15 in Brazil, shocking. But I'll say that kind of summed up them for most of the season. Not shocking, but again, inconsistent. Like, the Merc is a quick car, but it looks a handful. Oh, this lap was terrible on tyre wet.
That's the
15-0.
end of the
I
programme.
mean,
Box this lap so
not
we
too
can
bad,
analyse
but
the data. Box this
didn't
lap.
quite get purple, unfortunately. It was going to be a bit difficult to get purple, though. I think Lando is still doubting himself with how he drives. The problem with someone like... When you're in a championship rivalry with someone like Verstappen, you kind of have to... you kind of have to return the favor. It's probably the best way you can sort of describe it. Like, we all know that Max, when it comes to defending, he will take you to the limit. And most of the time, he'll probably go over it. But the thing is, if you're in a rivalry with someone if you're against Max, in that sort of predicament, you kind of have to do the same. You can't just kind of be a pushover for him in a way. And he will make the most of it. Verstappen is the kind of driver who will make the most of your weakness.
Also trying Slim's chicken.
It's very good, Cyrus. Let me know what you think. But it's very, very good. It's like going up against Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Before the Leverkusen arrived, yeah. You have to reach a real level of consistency, yeah. Yeah, when Max is out in front, he disappears. And we saw that in Brazil. He does not hold back. There's no Mr. Nice Guy or something like Verstappen on the track, so... What's your opinion on Sainz's performance in Brazil? Yeah, that wasn't great either. I mean, it's such a Sainz thing, isn't it? I noticed that with Ferrari in general. Like, they go off the back of a really, really good weekend, and then they just turn into shit. It happens every time with Ferrari. Like, they have a great weekend, like in Kota, for example, and then they just fall apart after. To be fair, he did great in Mexico as well, right after, but then in Brazil, they were just nowhere. And that is such a typical Ferrari. Yet they have such great weekend, and then all of a sudden they just fall off the face of the earth. Like, it's bizarre. Bizarre. Thank you, Camden. F1 can be quite exciting. Been watching since the 90s. Unfortunately, the 90s was a bit before my time, so I can't say much on that. But yeah, I think with since the last few regulations, you know, especially going into the hybrid era as well, we haven't really seen close, hard fighting a lot. You know, there's been a few rare exceptions, but most of the time, every year has one dominant driver, one dominant car, so... The commentators were buffing Sainz so much he DNF'd twice was quite humbling. Yeah. But like I say, that sums up Ferrari. It really does sum up Ferrari. Tell you what, we're down to second now on the sub tires. George Ross has gone ahead of us with a 048. Seeing Smile 2 tonight might not make out alive. Is that a horror film? I think I've seen the adverts for it, but it creeped me out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind horror films usually, but I did see that advert and I was like, not gonna lie, I'm not too keen on that one. Bevan had a really bad race. Yeah, he didn't have a great time. Tell you what, he had a great start though to the weekend. Did really good in qualifying. I think it was spring quali, was it? They got into SQ3. But yeah, the race was not very good for him. But yeah, quali was good as well. How do you think Hamilton would do with the horse next year? It's difficult. It really is. I think Hamilton definitely still has the abilities to get an 8th World Championship. I really do think he's got enough to do it. But I just don't know if Ferrari can do it. Like, to me, Ferrari and Mercedes are sort of the same boat, where they'll have that one weekend where they do really well, and then they'll just disappear for a few races, then come back and do really well again, and disappear for a few races. Like, they're both quite inconsistent teams. And Ferrari have improved quite drastically in the last couple of years, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but I'd be surprised if
and that's it.
they were
Practice
championship
is
contenders.
officially over. Until
For the
next
world
time,
drivers, that is.
Goodbye.
Charles ruined him, unfortunately. The thing is, I don't know how they're going to plan out the whole first driver, second driver thing. Like, who will get priority at Ferrari? That's a real question. I don't think even Ferrari know. Because you got in one car a 7-time world champion, a veteran of the sport, someone who, you know, has proven how good they are. And then the next seat, you've got basically the golden child of Ferrari, really, haven't you? You've got the prodigy, so to speak. Or once considered the prodigy, at least. So he was supposed to be like the focus of Ferrari, so... Who gets the priority? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Depends on who gets a better start to the season, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. Whoever's higher in the championship might get the priority, I guess. No idea. No idea. Either that or they do a 2016 where they just let all their drivers go fucking crazy and smash into each other. Anyway, that is FP1 over and done with here in Australia. Verstappen on top so far with a 14.941. Alonso in second with a 9.67 and Russell in third with a 15.048. It was only a 10th off from Verstappen at the end of that session. Again, we weren't really pushing too hard on those laps. We're doing a bit of time management and stuff. So being only a 10th off so far isn't too bad. I think we're in a pretty good spot so far. And Carlos Sainz, the medium's only a couple tenths off from us as well. So hopefully we can try and find ourselves a little bit more pace and have ourselves a strong qualifying and race. But first of all, we've got to complete FP2. You feel like they'll get equal priority? It's difficult to give equal priority in a race, though, with strategies and things. What do you think about Lance Stroll in Brazil? Great performance. He's one of a kind. Let's say that. He's one of a kind. Where did I get my wheel from? I got it from Mozza. I saw them too that used to be on WTF1 saying how Lando would be winning the championship, and one of their reasons was if Max didn't crash him into in Austria. I mean, there's always going to be if, buts, and maybes, isn't there? If Max didn't DNF in Australia, he'd be further ahead in the championship, so there'll always be the if, buts, and maybes about every race. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. Right, let's kick off with race strategy. I find it very confusing when people tell me that different cars have different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, it's true. Not every car is built the same. In F2, all the cars are the exact same. They're all the same spec, essentially. So, in F1, although the cars are fitted with the same engines and stuff like that, and they might look the same, they are very different. They are very, very different. They all have different bits of bodywork and different energy recovery system stuff, so there's so much to it. It's a very technical sport. Very, very technical.
Okay, track's green right now, so...
All you got to do to see the difference of a car, really, is look at the side of the F1 cars.
I had a Prime sub.
That's probably because you had Amazon Prime, Lemon. Feel free to tell the people about Amazon Prime, our Lord and Savior. Thank much love for the 17 months. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get us in chat. To welcome Lemon into Mince for 17 as well. Appreciate it, dude. Hello, Jimmy. What up, Con? Right, let's crack on with FP2, and then this will be us done for practice. We'll actually do a couple of quali laps as well after this, and then we'll do quali right after. Mazda MX-5 Cup Series is the best racing. It is great fun to watch and to partake in as well. I raced on iRacing and stuff. It's great. We love MX-5s around here. Our little Miata monsters. No, hello, go past me.
Radio. Lemonhead 401 says, hey Von. Did you know you can link your Amazon Prime account and your Twitch account and sub for free?
Really? Oh, well, that isn't that interesting. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub to any Twitch streamer you want for an entire month. Every month. For as long as you have an Amazon Prime subscription. It's great. Would recommend it. Simon, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Alright, let's just back off from that house in front of me for now. You're back? I am back. We are finally back. And here to stay until I go to Sweden for a weekend. But that's it. That's the only other trip I got planned right now. I'm only away for a few days for that one, though. No stress. Yeah, that's a rookie mistake, that, Lemon, mate. Rookie mistake. When in Sweden? The weekend of the 21st, I think. I'm going to be gone from Thursday to Monday, so there'll be like 6 or 7 days without a stream, I think, for that duration. I might try and stream there, actually. That'd be pretty cool if I can. If I can stream a DreamHack, I might do. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's the only other day I've got planned for a trip right now, so. Other than that, we are back. A little bit of understeer on the entry to the S section. My red pod has showed me no green. It's just red that's straight to purple. How do I make it look like yours going red, green, and purple? Are you talking about my steering wheel, the Mazda steering wheel, or are you talking about the in-game? in-game. I think it's dependent on the car you're driving. I think every car has a different, like, rev lights and stuff, so... If I jumped into a different car, you'd probably see a different style to it and different colors. What up, HP? Do the CS race on pad? Well, if I can find a sim rig in DreamHack, then maybe I'll do it from there. I doubt they'll let me, but worth a shot. I did see that one of the wildcards for Creator Series in Mexico was there was no track limits in the sprint race. Bro, that would have been fucking crazy. I bet it was a disaster. I bet it was an absolute disaster fest. Got a nice little toe from Huckleheim here. Thank you for the toe, Hulk. What about edited? Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit held back here. The F2 race World Cup was every time. It was disaster. I had 60 seconds of penalties. I didn't realize he could go that high. Are you sure he didn't get DSQ'd rather than quit? Okay, yeah, Hulkberg's holding me up quite a bit here. Don't do this to me, Hulk. Please don't do this to me. All for blue flags. That's crazy. Yeah, I've never seen 60 seconds of penalties. Well, I hope they had fun. There we go, cruise on by now. Unfortunately, lost a bit of time to start the lap, but... Who's your teammate? Carlos Sainz. The Spaniard's our teammate this year. Gives me Fendo, thank you. We have a lot of traffic around here, don't we? Make things a bit tricky. Brace for Scuff for any moment. Did Red Dead down low, by the way, Dana, or...? We've got these two in front fighting as well, which is far from ideal. We're in a terrible position here, aren't we? Thoughts on Bortoletto? I'm very happy you got a seat HP. Very happy. I think there's still kind of question marks over, you know, the amount of F2 drivers we do actually get in F1. You know, we've still got Drugovic, who's a reserve driver. He won the, whoa, hello. The 22 championship, I think it was. We've still got Porsche, obviously, who won the 23 as well, so... I don't know, it's still definitely a bit of a problem with that. Yeah, obviously got Colapinto, who hasn't got a seat next year as well. And he's been very good so far since he's come in. Didn't have a great weekend in Brazil, to be fair. But before that, yeah, he was having a great time with Williams, so... Does Porsche have an F1 team? No. They don't. They could have been partnered with Red Bull, but that deal fell through. Colapinto signed for Sauber next year? No. Bortoletto has. Bortoletto's with Sauber next year. Colapinto is seatless at the moment. I love this chat, not gonna lie. I feel like I don't know, I'm hit and miss with it, Bucks. I'm kind of hit and miss with it. Once I kind of understand the rhythm of Australia, it's very fun. But when you're, like, a bit rusty around here, it's horrible. Really, really difficult to get to grips around here. I do prefer this layout to the old one, though, I'm not gonna lie. Put Max in the V-Cub and Frank on the Red Bull. Max is still in the championship, I think. Hello, Kels. Have you heard about Carlos at Red Bull and Colapinto staying at Williams? No. Why would... Nah, there's no way, right? Carlos literally has a contract agreement with Williams. Is that actually a rumor? Really? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I'd take that one with a pinch of salt. I mean, I think it'd be good for Red Bull if that was to happen. But Carlos Sainz does literally have a contract with Williams in place, so I don't know how I don't know how they've made that work, but here we are. Red would have to buy out his contract? Yeah. And I'd imagine that'd be quite pricey, wouldn't it? Excuse me. We'll do one more lap and then we'll head into the pits. Do the F1 do the tracks in F1 change every year? Not really. We sometimes get a new track here and there, but to be fair, in the last 4 or 5 years, we have had quite a few new tracks arrive in F1. Sometimes you get like tweaks to the layout and stuff of the tracks. Australia's an example of that, but you don't. Yeah, they're not that common. F1 has the best rumors of all sports. It really does. Some of the rumors you get, the whole like rumor mill in F1 is crazy sometimes. It's hilarious. Do you play a Stellar Quartz at all? No, not really. Although, when Evo comes out, I'll be all over that. Oh, Understeer Central. I'll be all over AC Evo. Malasia will play for United's under 21s this week or next week. Bro does actually exist. Fair play. So can't be my driver go up a sprint victory for no reason now. I'm telling you, the sooner he's out of McLaren chaos, the better for him. It's quite obvious that they very much want to prioritize Lando now and the future, is what I would say. To be fair, it was actually quite close to this time around, but unfortunately we are out of fuel, so. Alright, back into the pits we go then. A bit of a slide to go with it as well. Okay, we nailed that race strategy program, so fairly happy with that. All we've got to do now is a few laps of quali pace, and then that'll wrap us up for FP1 and FP2, sorry, and the practice of the day as well. Oscar Twasset in 2026. Tell you what, Alonso and Piastri partnership. I'm down for that. I'm down. That'd be pretty elite. And by the way, because Oscar struggled a bit more than Lando at the beginning of the season, I still feel like, though, even in the future, that they are going to prioritize Lando. Lando's kind of like the golden boy. Similar to like Leclerc with Ferrari, for example. Like, he's considered the golden boy of Ferrari. I think Lando is also considered the golden boy for McLaren as well. Banging stuff in the background? It is, to be fair, isn't it? We love a bit of Coldplay around here. We love a bit of Coldplay. Melbourne's one of your favorite circuits? I don't mind Melbourne. Again, I do prefer this layout to the old one, I gotta say. But, yeah, I don't mind it too much. I don't mind it. Right, how many tires we got? So we've got 3 soft tires we can use. So, let's jump onto a fresh soft tire. And, we'll do a few quali laps, and I'll be us done for practice. Coldplay are cold, to be fair. I mean, literally. However, if I stop the music, it's now cold pause. Get it? No? Cool. As we were. Sorry. Did I lower the fuel down on this as well? No, I did not. I got 3.4 just to be sure. Admit that was kind of good. Admit that was kind of good. Nah, you loved it. Be real. You loved it. Awesome joke. I'm leaving the stream now. My view count just went down by a few, didn't it? I'm proud of it, and that's what matters. Avicii over Coldplay any day of the week. Obviously, Avicii's the GOAT, dude. Honestly, I love Avicii. Love Avicii. Only chat can make awful jokes. Got you. Holy dad joke. I'm not even a dad yet. If I ever will be as well. Is this qualifying for race? No, not quite. We're doing a few practice laps for qualifying. And then will be out there for the race, for qualifying. What was the joke? So we were talking about Coldplay, and then I paused the music and said, now it's cold pause. I hate Coldplay. To be fair, they do overcharge their tickets like crazy. I wonder how much of is actually their fault, though. Most of it is probably Ticketmaster being pricks like always, but... You share both with Donald Trump? Oh, that is not a good time. Coldplay was copy and paste music? That is not true. That is not true in the slightest. If you want to talk about copy and paste music, look at the Chainsmokers. I don't mind the Chainsmokers, let me just say, but let's be honest. Chainsmokers make the same song every time. Or did at least. I don't know if they still do make music. I've not heard them in ages. I would love to go to a Coldplay concert, but yeah, the prices were insane. That guy, Vince, more like this girl, Wonk. Okay. Mine wasn't that bad. Warning for track limits. Got level 2 throttle happy. Oh, come on. Not getting that corner right at the moment. Not able to carry the speed I want to. I don't like the lead singer. I think he's a bit of a knob, but they do amazing music. Isn't that the same for, what's that band called? Nickelback. I'm pretty sure like the lead singer or something is a massive asshole, but they made pretty good music. I'm not really a massive fan of rock music, but Nickelback was very overhated, in my opinion. I had tickets for a Coldplay concert. Mother Nature had other plans. It's in a hurricane that comes to show. Oh, that's tough. 14.6 that time around. That's not too bad. We had a good bit of battery spare there too, so we didn't quite utilize the battery as much as we can, but that is not a bad lap. 14.6 to get us going. Not a bad lap at all. What wheel is he using? I'm using the Mazda R9 with the FSR. Yeah, the one thing I would have loved to have done is gone to an Avicii concert. That's, yeah. I'm not really like a massive music person or a festival goer. I don't really go to concerts and stuff like that, but I would have definitely made an exception for Avicii. Easily. I've very, very rarely ever idolized like a music artist or anything like that, but Avicii was probably the only one. Nothing's quite hit the same. Cake making Cole Palmer jokes, whole body. What have we done? What have we done? Alright, let's head to the garage. We've got 2 more sets of soft tires. We'll see if we can try and push that lap time down a bit more. 14.6 is definitely not too bad so far, but we'll try and go for a bit more. Captain Sparkles. He's not heard that name in a hot minute. He's my favorite F1 driver, Verstappen. Wow, even K-Craze forgot the commands. S3 Schmuck wheel, K-Craze, mate. Is the one you're looking for. There you go. Even my mods have forgot the commands have been gone for that long. Short-term memory, huh? Right, we've got 2 more soft tires. Let's bolt a new one on. We'll skip a tiny bit of time. We'll go to the 15-minute mark, roughly. We're currently 3 tenths up on our teammate, Carlos Sainz. We're the only 2 that are currently in the 14 so far. But, we'll see if anyone does go a bit faster towards the end of the session. Okay, we'll go 16. That's fine. All right. Let's get out on track for another round. I went to time out someone and didn't type timeout. So rusty. Even you guys have got to get back into swinging things. Where have I been? I've been away for 2 weeks. I've been traveling, adventuring, exploring the wonders of the world. Right. Let's go on these tires now then. So let's keep these up temperature. Skill, thanks for follow, Tommy. Appreciate it. Welcome in. I think Australia does like to get the tire temps up quite high sometimes, so you get a nice chance to call them down this back straight, but some of these corners are such high speed, they put so much temperature into the surface of the tire. Because exploring the ones in Toronto, there's literally nothing there, it's just a shit out. Yeah, something like that. Along the lines. I mean, to be fair, last time we went to Toronto, the first time around, I actually went and, like, you know, saw the CN Tower and stuff like that. Did a few little bits and pieces. So I saw most of the wonders, like the things to see in Toronto the first time around. Also went to Toronto Zoo as well. That's a good zoo, to be fair. Toronto Zoo is very good. Saw a moose for the first time. Never seen a moose before. Massive motherfuckers. RGB concrete. Yeah, he gets it. How's the food there? The food's very good. Yeah, Putin and stuff is elite. Nah, that was an L-jug route. Oh, God, carried a lot more speed there. Almost snapped the car around. Almost did a George Russell. Red calling out for a red flag. To be fair, though, almost 4 tenths up. Let's see if we can try and get this into the 13s, maybe. Who knows? Into the S's. Nicely done. Got a lot more speed through that time. Oh. Please don't hold me up, Ollie. Got 2% this so far. I get a little bit of a slipstream here from the Chelmsford ladder as well. And a 14-1, almost into the 13s. A tenth away. A tenth away. All right, that is a very, very decent lap, though. I feel quite confident, not gonna lie. I'm liking our pace so far. Pace feels pretty good. I did bring home a bottle of syrup, though. Don't worry, chat. I did bring home a bottle of maple syrup. When you're in Canada, you kind of have to, right? You have to. Not really. He's boring me. It's fair. I'm not gonna lie, it's fair. Free my boy Root. He did everything but free him anyway, right? Maple syrup is goated? Yeah. And when it's freshly made in Canada as well, it's got that even sweeter taste to it. It's amazing. Yes. You know the one, noob. It does have that. There's like a very, very small hole that you can just about, like, maybe put your pinky finger. I don't think you can fit your pinky finger through, actually. Maybe the tip of your pinky finger. It's authentic. Good job. Thank you. We did our best searching for it. What up, Part? How's it going, mate? I know. I'm new around these parts, so please excuse my my noobiness. All right. Sweet. Okay, so far so good. Still P1. Carlos Sainz still P2 as well, so we've got one more soft tyre left, and then we can try and see if we can gun for a 13. Max is champion, Amazing Joe in Brazil. Yep. I think I was very confident Max would get the championship either way, but after Brazil, I mean, it's basically got one hand in that trophy now, isn't he? There's been a lot of talk about the total race for a lot of the second half of the season, but that one race basically just confirmed it, didn't it? The problem that Lando had is that he basically had to drive perfect races every single race until the end of the season, and I don't think he had that capability. And, you know, obviously someone like Brazil kind of proved that as well, so... Yeah, the Alpines came out of nowhere, Chris, sorry. They came out of absolutely nowhere. No one expected the Alpines to be up there. Especially after the start of the season they had. They were the... There's no argument, actually, but they were straight up the worst car at the start of the season. Worse than the Saubers. So, them getting a double podium in Brazil, honestly, fair play. Fair play. There's some great pace. Well, I think you'll be all right, Baz. I'm not gonna lie. I think you'll be all right. Lando's post-race into the Brazil GP. Yeah, he was a bit bitter, wasn't he? Can't blame him, to be fair. Can't blame him. But I think Max is the GOAT? No. He is the best driver of this current generation, in my opinion. But he's not the greatest of all time. No, definitely not. How many points does Max need to secure the WDC? He needs to finish above 60 points going into Qatar. So as long as he has a 60-point gap to Lando Norris going into the next race after Vegas, then he'll win the championship. So I believe he's currently on a 62-point gap. So he could basically afford to lose 2 points on Lando, and he'll get the championship. Simple as. Is the Thrustmaster T300 okay for F1? Definitely, yep. 100%. Right. Let's get these tires warmed up. Vegas celebration pie would be crazy. Qatar celebration pie, not so much. Yeah. I feel like if they wanted to celebrate a title in Qatar, they'd probably have to go somewhere else. So yeah, I hope for the sake of the party that they can wrap it up in Vegas, but I don't know. I don't see it happening. I feel like Max probably wins in Qatar more than anything. If he wins it in Vegas, then he, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, if Max wins in Vegas, that's a title. That's a season wrapped up, essentially, for him. Notorious coming this 6 months as well. Thank you much, Notorious, for 6 months as well, my dude. Appreciate that as well, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, get us a bit chat to welcome Notorious into Vince for 6 months as well. Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for the 6 months. The fight is over for the drivers. Constructors isn't over yet. No, Constructors is far from over. I think McLaren will hold on to that. They do have the best car, and I think they'll very comfortably get their drivers to cross the line for the Constructors. Oh, God. A bit too deep, that. Okay, this lap was a little bit scrappy. Yeah, that lap was a little bit scrappy. Still in the 14s, 14.6. That's what we did our first push lap, so... Alright, that'll probably wrap us up for practice then. Good few laps done of some quali pace, and I think that puts us in a good place. So, I think that lap still would have kept us in P1, so... Very happy. Very, very happy. Our pace is looking good so far. Maybe we can go for 3 for 3 then. If by slim margins this season goes to Abu Dhabi or B2020 all over again, I don't think so. I very much doubt it. The thing is, if it goes to Abu Dhabi, the points gap will still be quite big. Like, it'll be 20, 21 points. It'll be very, very difficult for Lando to win the championship this season. I think it always was. I think it was always an uphill task. He had so many points to make up for.
We see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
We've only got 6 minutes left of the session. The title won't go to Abu Dhabi. It ain't gonna happen. It probably will go to Qatar, but no further than that, I don't think. Big Lando fan here, but this weekend still deal for him. It's over. Yeah. I mean, as I said, I always think it was going to be very tricky for Lando to do it. Because he needed to drive a perfect race for basically every race in the second half of the season. It was always such a tough task. But, you know, I guess that kind of shows his inexperience in fighting for a title in a way. But Verstappen kind of had it as well, and now Lando's going to go for it. He'll win a championship in the future, I don't doubt that. When it will be more than anything, but yeah. I feel like if McLaren get it right next year for the regulations, then they could, well, I mean 2026 actually. But if McLaren get the regulations right for 2026, then they can have a dominant however many years. I think the next regulation is 2030, is it? After 2026, so... Your wheelbase came in, asset? Let's go, dudes. How is it, man? Have you tried it yet? He's not capable of jumping perfectly, but to expose that. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It was always going to be a very tough ask for him to, you know, climb that many points on Max. So, as soon as it came down to Max outscoring him by that much, then that was basically done. It was basically done. If Max scores 24 points across the next 3 races, he wins no matter what. So basically, 1 win is all Max needs. But to be fair, he did go, what, 10 races without a win, so who knows. Genuine question here. My shoulder is in bits after using the wheel. Any suggestions to stop this? It could be your seating angle. So the way you're sort of positioned in the seat. I don't know if you've got like an actual rig or anything like that, but...
weekend of Formula 1.
Oh, nice asset. What did you go for in the end? Was it a Mozza or... What up, Todd? But yeah, it could be something down to the way you're positioned in your seat. Maybe you need to adjust your posture a little bit. I don't know, something like that. Or maybe there's just a little bit too much torque. I have a rig, but it's only a cheap one. It could be that, maybe. I don't know. I know some people like to be really close to their wheel. Like, some people literally drive with basically their chin above the wheel, and I can't do that. I hate that. So, maybe try, you know, going for a longer reach, something like that. Maybe lesser reach. I don't know. Everyone's different with their positioning, so. You went for an ace tech. Okay. I see you. I see you. Fairs, man. Enjoy. That'll feel awesome. That'll feel really, really good. I tried one of the ace techs at Sim Expo last year. And, yeah, I can definitely recommend it. It was really good. Do I do drifting? No. No, I'm not a drifter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is FP2 over and done with then. And we do finish up on top. 8/10 to George Russell. In the end, Carlos Sainz in third. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hold on to second place. But so far, so good. Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris, Ocon, Verstappen, Leclerc, Gasly, Hamilton. All in that top 10. You can see the rest of the finishers down here as well. A lot of these guys down here on the mediums too. So, yeah, so far so good. Very happy. Which means it's time for qualifying. What up, Ross? How's it going, mate? You're further away. Maybe you need to bring it closer then, Wipe. I'm not sure. Maybe to bring it closer. I completed 10 seasons with the custom character and won 6 out of 10 seasons, 2 seasons with E-Carb, 8 with Mercedes. You've done the Barry Huckleheim. We did the same thing. We did 1 season with Racing Bull, and the last 2 seasons with Mercedes, so you've done the same as us. All right. Back with Creator Series this week? We are, yep. I'll be back in the Creator Series. Missed out a couple races, so got a lot to catch up on. We haven't scored a lot of points this season because of the missed races, so... Hopefully we can try and get some good results. Push our way back up there. Right, there we go. 5 out of 5 on everything. Perfect. Okay. Is that Maserati 9 or 12? This is the 9. I do want to get the 12, though. I am contemplating upgrading at some point. Nice bit of R&D.
You're back.
We are, Carter. We are back. There was the 4 months as well, mate. Appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Carter into Vince fam for the 4 months as well. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Everyone always thinks to win championship it's about wins, but in my eyes, it's about consistency and determination. Consistency is the most important thing for sure. And that's kind of where Lando does struggle a little bit at the moment, is the consistency side of things. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado then, it is time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Australia. Qualifying round here is the most important, I'd say. There's definitely a lot of overtaking opportunities here. You get 3. Is it 3? Is it? Yeah, hold on, let me check the track. I think it's 3 DRS zones here, am I right? No, it's 4. It's 4. You get down towards turn 1, turn 3, and then, of course, you get the 2 back straights as well. So you get 4 DRS zones around here to make overtakes. So, yeah, qualifying's not massively important around here, but obviously still want to try and gun for that pole and try and get the best possible weekend for ourselves. Let me just check our difficulty. Yeah, 110 AI, so I don't know. Lurk not working? It should be. Maybe the chatbot's not running. Hold on. No, the chatbot's not running. 1 second, I can fix it. Uno memento. What do you think of the race on Sunday? Great race. Really, really good race. Really enjoyed it. Probably the race this season. I think that and Canada were the 2 races of the season so far. We've not really had a lot of amazing races this season, have we? It's been a bit weird. I know, Cake Ray. I know. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? Right. Connect. Connect. Race to season Silverstone? Really, you think? Oh, I've got to do a token for this as well. Yeah, definitely a Lewis fan. That was Spa, right? Right, I think the bot should be up again now. Give it a test. Should be up again. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves ready for qualifying then. So we're going to set all this stuff over here to Spec 1. That's kind of the race at the moment. Set 2 seems to be basically our practice set for now. So, yeah. This season has had amazing racing with the story across season's peak. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, not every race has actually been that good in terms of the actual racing. But the way this sort of championship story is unraveled itself is really interesting. You know, with how Red Bull took a massive twist in the midway of the season. How McLaren just looked so good. And, yeah, it was, yeah, it's really strange. Because when you portray the season in a story, it sounds like it'd be a great season. But then when you actually watch the races, a lot of the races really weren't that good. We've not really had that many battles between the championship leaders and stuff. And, yeah, I don't know. Battles between Max and Lando in Austria, Austin and Mexico City were the best moments so far, in my opinion. Yeah, to be fair, they were pretty tense. It gave 2021 vibes. Just those little bits, but that was it. We didn't really see a lot about it otherwise. Like breaking point, peak story, mid-race. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Right, let's get to qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Can we try and gun for pole position here in Australia? We've got 3 qualifying sessions to power through, assuming we get into the later ones, and to see if we can try and do it. The weather forecast this weekend is going to be dry. No rain for qualifying, no rain for the race as well. So, let's head into qualifying here in Australia.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the
I think McLaren
heart
ever
of
thought they'd be in
Melbourne.
the
It's
contention,
Albert
kind of came
Park,
from nowhere.
and it's
Yeah,
qualifying for
I
the
think
Australian Grand Prix.
McLaren's early upgrades were really important for their season. Red Bull's development was terrible. Every upgrade the Red Bull brought to, you know, to the track, just deteriorated their pace. It was so strange. Yeah, Max drove like a bit of an idiot in Mexico. Even the Max fans said that. I'm personally a Max fan as well, and I was like, yeah, he went way too far. That was like the old time Max that we saw there. Which proves he's gonna never shake out of that habit, I guess, but yeah. I'm so jealous of you and the rig. Yep. Took a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of money. What up, Ben? What up, Kai? Do I do a customer or official drive for my next career? I'm gonna be doing an official driver. Who it is, yeah, I'm not too sure, but I think that'd be quite fun doing that. Right. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's crack on with qualifying then. Q1 up first. It's a little bit cloudy right now. I don't think there's any rain. Just quite dark across the circuit, but no rain is forecast. So let's let these guys do a couple of their laps. We'll go down to like the 15-minute mark, roughly. And then we'll crack on with our first laps of the weekend. Lando Norris with a 14.6 so far. Logan Sargent with a 15.3. Charles Leclerc goes fastest now with a 14.3. So I'd imagine a low 14 will be enough to get us through to Q2. So let's crack on with that then, shall we? Car is ready to go. Let's do this.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Spin the wheel for the driver? Maybe. Maybe. We do a lot of wheel spinning around here. Max tends to go over the top if he's feeling desperate. Pressure was definitely on before. Brazil is gone now. Yeah. Yeah, Brazil basically just put an end to everything, really, didn't it? But I do think going up to Brazil, it did look like he was maybe feeling that pressure a bit. Maybe not so much in Kota, but definitely in Mexico. I did car, yeah. Do I do pro leagues? No. The only league racing I do is Creator Series, and that's not really league racing anymore.
Into P18.
Right, let's get the tires up temperature. I'm going to try and get the core temp up to around 8 degrees before we start the lap. Yeah, Lando had to capitalize on Max starting so far back this weekend. He had to capitalize. And, yeah, he blundered, unfortunately. Okay, we've got both tires coming behind us. Let's let these guys go. And then we'll tuck in behind. Oh, hello. What are they doing? Then they've done their laps. I don't know what these cars are doing, but... Can you let me go? I gotta do a lap, please. Hello? These cars are wilding. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First lap of the day for ourselves. And someone can put down here for our opening lap of Q1. A little bit cautious with the throttle through that right-hander. On the map it said we got a purple set to 1, but the Delta it says green, so... Not too sure. Through the S we go, a lot of curb on that inside in the second part. It's the final sector. Over the lap we go. How's it going to be? It's going to be a 14.1. Puts us on the top. Lance Stroll in second place. Alonso in third as well. Russell and Leclerc in fourth and fifth. Still a few cars to do a lap so far, so we'll see what happens. But at the moment, we are quickest here in Melbourne Park. And look at that. Lance Stroll in second place as well. Who'd have thought? Max only got lucky with Stroll now, but not paving the way for him in the race. Yeah, Stroll definitely would have done something. I mean, Stroll in Brazil, sorry, was... Yeah, that was something.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel
That was something. Behrman is 18th right now, I think that sets. Stroll P2, are accurate facts. Piastri in P11, he's done lap 2. Has everyone done the lap that actually? I think they might have. Stroll, I cannot believe it. He's going from 0 to hero right now. At least he didn't spin out. I mean, I guess he technically did. He kind of spun the car into the wall, but then... He would have been fine. He would have made it to starting grid perfectly fine, but then decided to drive into soggy, dense, wet gravel. Like, why? There is literally an escape road that goes around the gravel, and he decided to go into that damp gravel and got stuck. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Andrew, thanks for following Twitch, man. Appreciate it as well, dude. Stroll have been a hazard in dangerous ways. Yep. The initial issue was mistake was a car issue. Found I confirmed that. Yeah, there was like some talk about the rear brakes locking and stuff like. They were having a lot of rear brake issues throughout the weekend. But yeah, to drive into the gravel after that was. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It was something. He's actually only 11,000 off from us so far. He's done a 160. We've done a 149. Alonso in third with a 237. George Russell in a 299 as well. So pretty tight at the top. The top 15 only separate by 5/10 so far. Carlos Sainz is kind of on the brink of the drop zone here. He's the man at risk, but it's really tight across the board. 6/10 covering the top 17. I know, Stevie. It's only been 2 weeks, but it felt like a lifetime, didn't it? Felt like a lifetime. Only reason Max won is because Stroll wasn't there to stop him. Yep, Stroll definitely would have had a say on it. That's for sure. I mean, I don't know what it is for these Canadians and being involved in DNFs on the championship battles and stuff, but they love it. They love it. We'll have those days where we just don't want to work. Yeah, that's valid. I guess Stroll had one of those days. Right, 8 minutes to go in the session. I think everyone's in the garage right now. I don't think we need to do another lap. I know the timings are pretty tight right now, but our first sector was really good. 25-5 in the first sector. Middle sector, we didn't go purple. Who's got purple so far? 16-7 from Ricardo. Christ. All right, fair enough. And then sector 3, we're a couple tenths off from Russell there as well. So still got a bit of time to find in the lap. But the first sector so far is definitely carrying us to that top step. So, all right, let's skip a few minutes and see if anything happens. Can you give me a name and team to start a new career with? Ben Dover and Sauber. Because that's basically what they're doing the entire time. Did you know Stroll is the most experienced Canadian Grand Prix driver ever now? Yeah, it's not really a good look, is it? Really isn't a good look. Leclerc's out on track. Let's see what he does. Has he done a lap already, or... He's currently P5. God, I forgot how bad the Ferrari engine sounds. Let's see what he does. He's going to cross the line for Sector 1. Does improve by about a tenth so far, so there is definitely a bit of track evo. Let's see what he does for the rest of the lap. Old guy used to be funny. Right, okay, Nico, got you. And Charles Leclerc goes fastest. Holy shit, okay. He had a great last sector as well. 31.2 in the final sector. Almost 3 tenths up on us in that final sector as well. But Charles Leclerc goes fastest. Okay. Both Hypercar and GTP gone for Lamborghini? Oh, wow. So they're just completely abandoning their program then. Oh, GT3. Okay, I was going to say. So are they still doing IMSA then, basically, with their GTPs? Is that it? They're not doing WEC anymore. That's a shame, man. I'd hope for Lambo. Big shame. Have you heard Fernando's Beyond the Grid interview? He said when he signed a 3-year deal at McLaren in 07, he thought he'd retire from F1 in 09. And here he is, 15 years later. All right. 2.5 minutes left to go in this session. I think we're going to stay in the garage. I know Leclerc improved quite massively there, but I think we should be okay to stay in the garage, I think. Everyone's probably going to head out for a lap here. To be fair... Yeah, no, everyone behind us is doing a lap, so... Okay, let's go down to the last minute, and let's see how all the laps unfold. Let's go on board with... maybe our teammate, who's getting a nice tow right now, but I think it's going to get held up more than anything. Yeah, definitely. Why are the AI so dumb in qualifying, man? They're so dumb. I just want McLaren to make a GTP. They have flirted with the idea from time to time. It might be a bit like Porsche, where they make a hypercar, but then more use it as a customer thing more than anything. Well, obviously went to Penske and stuff, so... wow, we dropped a lot at the end of Q1 there. Holy shit. We dropped down to P8, but look how tight it is so far in Q1. Lando Norris on top with the 14.001. Then George Russell only 43 thousandths off from him. And just look at this. The top 5 all within a tenth of each other. Max Verstappen is directly a tenth off from Lando Norris right now as well. So really tight end to Q1 here in Australia. Alonso in 7th, ourselves in 8th, Sonoda in 9th. Carlos Sainz only improved to P10 there, but thankfully did get through to Q2. Let's see who's leaving us in Q1. Logan Sargent, the first one to be exiting the opening session. Sergio Perez, realistically, out in P17. Ricardo in P18. Then you got Zhou Guanyu and Ollie Behrman, the bottom 2 in the Sauber there. But, yeah, really tight effort in qualifying there. The top 15 separated by 5.5 tenths. So, Lewis Hamilton 15th, actually. So, he's got to try and find some more time in Q2. But, wow. Really tight ending to Q1. Will it be the same for Q2? Let's find out. I don't care if it's customer or not. I just want to have a McLaren and WEC, but I really do like BMW as well. Yeah, BMW like that one team. They don't really have a lot of pace, but they're always very, like, they just come out of nowhere sometimes. They could just have absolutely no pace, have a terrible race, but still get good results. It's so strange. Yeah, that is true, Sanskar. Yeah, that is true. Even Aston Martin as well, they're going to be run by Heart of Racing, aren't they? So they're basically like they're basically customers in a way, Ash. They're like sponsorship, partnership, customer things. They're all different. What up, Paolo? It was good, thanks, man. Very good, thanks for asking. Right, let's go out on the old soft for our first lap then. We'll skip a tiny bit of time, just a couple minutes, just to get a bit of grip on the track. That's about the 13-minute mark. That should be fine. Right, we'll use the old softs first. We'll try and save ourselves a set of softs for the race as always. So I'll put on this old set and crack on with our first lap of the Q2. What's your end game for this career? Well, we've already won the championship. This season is just defending it, essentially, so there is no end goal, I guess. I think this will probably be our final season we do before we move on to something else. Yeah, exactly what Soundscar said. Another team is just given the car supported by the manufacturer, but run under the name of the customer team. Am I ever going to get F125? I mean, I hope so. End goal is waiting for F125. I mean, that is true. That is pretty much the end goal. And then for the end goal for F125, we're waiting for 26. If there's a 26, who knows? All right, let's get these tires a bit warmer. Got a couple of cars behind us here, so we'll have to move out the way in a second. It's out, F125? No, F125 is not out. F125 won't be out until May or June next year. Okay, I'm going to back off a little bit here. Got a few cars in front of us, so tires are a little bit cool, but should be okay.
And that's P13. P13.
All right, here we go. This lap probably won't be as strong as our Q1 one, but we'll see. Oh, that's a little bit low on the brakes. Still made the corner. Whoa, big slides. Oh man, the car's sound like crazy right now. Absolutely on rails at the moment. Last sector, let's see if we can try and keep pushing it. DRS down to the line, let's see. Gonna push that battery, it's gonna be across the line. 14.2, P8 for the time being. We are definitely gonna have to do a second lap. A 14.2 is not bad though, to be fair, on an old tyre. Well, let's see, where 11% on the front left, 13 on the rear left. So yeah, I think a 14.2 with the tyres that worn is actually pretty damn good. We could definitely work with that for our second and final lap of this session. Okay, not bad. What seasons you got to in F123 career modes? I think we went to season 3, maybe 4. I think just season 3. Can we talk about Max not getting a 10 in power rankings for Brazil? Apparently it's because they don't, they include qualifying performance in their power rankings. It's not based just off the race. So if that's true, then I guess it's understandable that he didn't get a 10, but yeah, that race should have been a 10 otherwise. Definitely should have been a 10. All right. It's the pits we go then. His qualifying performance is not his fault. Yeah, I know it wasn't his fault, but still, he qualified 12th, so they're never going to give positive marks for that, are they? Doesn't matter whose fault it was. You know, at the end of the day, he didn't get into Q3, so he's not going to get the marks for it. I still think the race makes up for his quality. Yeah, but if you are including both, then, you know, it is going to bring the score down a little bit, isn't it? So that gave it bolt quality. If you're winning from P17 to 2, you should get a 10. To P1, you should get a 10. I agree. Don't be wrong. Like the race was outright a 10. There's no doubt about it. That was a 10 out of 10 performance. But at the end of the day, you know, if they are including the quality performance as well, then it wouldn't have been a 10. That's just how it is. What's my steering wheel sensitivity? You mean the wheel rotation or? Okay, we're down to P10 now. A couple of people went a little bit faster then. Pierre Gasly, Hamilton, Albon, Hulkenberg, and Ocon are all underneath us as it stands. Charles Leclerc separating the two Mercs moments. So we're a little bit lower down on where we'd like to be. We did go fastest in the middle sector, but the first sector is... Yeah, first sector are a bit off at the moment. We're almost 5 tenths off from Leclerc in the first sector. That's kind of crazy. Final sector were actually pretty good as well, so all of our time is kind of in that first sector right now. Hi, Luke. Did you see the Creator Series Mexico no track limits? It was crazy. I did see it. I did. Seemed like an absolute mess, to be honest. Absolute mess. Right. 17-0 so far for us at the middle sector. So we are definitely fast in the straights. That's good to know. Right. New set of softs bolted on. Let's skip down to the last few minutes. And then we'll join the back of the line for our final lap. Yeah, I know, Sanskar. That was after, was it... What race was that, actually? Was it Singapore? No, that was when Ricardo left, actually. So it was one after Singapore. Which was Kota, right?
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Let's go, Luke. Love to see that. Is this a new season? It is. Yep, season 3. Season 3. Okay, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Our final lap of Q2. We actually left it a little bit tight with the time here. We've only got a minute and 35 to go. So we might have to actually push it a little bit on this lap. Plus that Ferrari can run the final corner too. So we need to get a little bit of move on here. Join Ferrari next season. This is our final season, Acid, so probably not. Have I ever been to South Africa? No, I haven't. Never been to South Africa in general. Alright. We have to push this out lap because we left that a bit too tight on the time. Give me time with timing. Yeah, it is. Might have to let this Ferrari go, though, annoyingly. "40 seconds. Yeah, let's let this Ferrari go. Time temp is still pretty good, actually, so I'm not too concerned about that. 28.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Alright. Hold mode on. We've got a bit of a gap to car behind us here. Leclerc might get a bit of a touch. He had a bit of a slide into the final corner. Here we go. 13 seconds left. Left a bit time and timing, but we will make it to the line. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Our final lap of Q2. Ooh, that was a bit messy in the first couple of corners. Cut that a little bit tight. Don't hold me up. Oh my god. Only 2 tenths so far. I think all the times in the final sector. Got purple again in the middle. Nice. Good improvement in that final sector. And that's going to be 2.5 tenths over the line. Where does that put us then? As we finish up Q2, it's P1 in Q2, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're looking for. And that's what we've done. A great jump there. 2.5 tenths isn't a huge amount of time, but it shows how tight this qualifying is going to be in Q3. We are on top in Q2. George Russell in P2 as well. Verstappen Alonso on the second row so far, with both McLarens in 5th and 6th. Stroll, Tsunoda, Sainz, and Leclerc round out that top 10 so far here in Australia. We are into Q3. Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Hülkenberg, Alex Albon, and Esteban Ocon are all knocked out in Q2. So it's a shootout for pole position then. We finished P8 in Q1 with P1 in Q2. Where are we going to finish in Q3? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final qualifying session of the Australian Grand Prix. This is going to be tight, man. This is going to be really, really tight. And we've got a sensor fault. Lovely. That's just how you want to start off.
Okay, I hope you're sitting comfortably in there, mate. We've got a sensor issue, and we're going to be stuck in here for a while as we try and fix it.
It's only 30 seconds. It's not too bad. Could have been worse. Someone could have leaked in the car, so. Do you do any iRacing formula? No, not really. I've heard that the, like, F1 and iRacing is very unpopulated. It doesn't get a lot of people playing it and stuff, so. Not a lot of point forking out all that money just to play something that not many people play.
All clear the garage, please.
I have done, like,
Ready
the
to
Formula
leave.
4 and stuff on it, though. That's quite fun. Third season? Yeah, season 3. Season 3. So annoying how it's so dead. I mean, the thing is, I can't say I'm surprised, Ash. I think now it's in, like, the B or C category for the license, but when it first came out, they put it in the A license, so you needed the best possible license in the game to drive it. So anyone who was actually wanting to play and race in it couldn't, because you had to be on the best possible license. But yeah, it kind of sucks. Super Formula is good, though. Yeah, I've heard about Super Formula. It looks alright. I'll probably give that a try, maybe, but... yeah, the F1 races are very, very dry. Alright, we've got a couple of cars behind us here, so... next season, join a midfield team. There's not going to be a next season. This is the final season. A little more temperature if we can. Let's let Lance Stroll by. I want these tyres about 80 degrees when we start the lap, so... 13.9 from Leclerc so far in this session. I think they'll be beaten. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Final lap of Q2. Lando Norris fastest after his first run. Let's see what we can do. What would I stream if it wasn't F1? Could do iRacing, could do ATC. I just do other racing games. Feels okay so far. A little bit of understood to the first of the S's. Looks like we went purple though, I think. Don't know. Might have got taken away from us. Never understood there as well. These tyres are not gripping. And the final corner we go. We're going to push to the line. Got plenty of battery spare. We should have used a bit more, really. Over the line we go here. 14-1. Only enough for 8th place here in Q3. Oh, it's not ideal, is it? I mean, a 14-1 isn't too bad of a lap time, but we wanted to be a bit higher up there, really, after that first lap. And, yeah. Got it all to do on that second lap now, haven't we? We've split the two Aston Martins, who should be up there a bit further, actually. P7 and P9 for the Asses
Okay,
is
we've
not
only
great.
got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Ooh. Okay. All eyes on that final lap then. That's where it matters the most. Anti, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in. Are you going to start a new career mode off this one? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do a real-life driver career mode. Ideally, someone from F2 would be what I'd like to do. Who that'll be yet? Not too sure, but it will be done. Where is Huckleheim? Huckleheim's in his house right now. He's chilling. He's not in until it rains. I think Carlos Sainz went faster than us as well because we're down to P9 now, so he's the only other driver out on track at turn 3, so he's a little bit higher up. He didn't go P1, though. You think a Jack Doohan career? I was thinking, like, I don't want to do someone too generic. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do Ollie Behrman, because Ollie Behrman's actually a local lad to me. He was born fairly close to me, so it makes sense for me to do someone like him, but yeah. Since when are you back? Since today. What do you think about Max securing his WDC in Sao Paulo? I mean, he's not secured it yet, but he's definitely got one hand on the trophy. Wouldn't go as far as saying it's secured yet, but yeah, having a 62-point gap with 3 races to go, he's got one hand on the trophy, that's for sure. Maybe do Porsche. Porsche would be good fun, actually. Obviously, he won the F2 in real life, but then didn't get an F1 seat, so don't want to be too generic. Also, Vince, I'd like to do Ollie Behrman. Yeah, I suppose Behrman is quite generic, isn't he? But I feel like people will, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be hard to not do a generic driver, I guess. I think the most generic is probably someone like Antonelli. He's definitely the one that everyone will try and use. You got to try and make them successful with their academy teams. Ideally, yeah. That'd be the ideal way to do it. Kimmy isn't in the game. So the way I would do it is, because I know in career mode you can't use the F2 2024 cars, which fucking sucks. But the way I would do it is I would do a single-player Grand Prix championship, do the driver in that, and then when we start a career mode, then I would just recreate the driver, essentially, in that. But let's a career with Sauber could be nice. To be fair, it's not a bad shout, actually. Not a bad shout. Ollie Behrman and that guy Vince, 2 Essex legends. Hell yeah. Right. 4.5 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. 4.5 minutes left to go. We're currently sitting P9, 4 tenths away from Lando Norris on top so far. He's been a bit of a revelation so far in this season, at least in this career. He was nowhere in Season 2, and all of a sudden he's fighting for pole positions here in Australia. But a lot of time to find the lap, and all of it kind of in that final sector as well. Did a 31.5 in that final sector compared to the purple, which is a 31.0. So got 5.5 tenths to find in that final sector, and hopefully we can find some more in the middle and the first sector. Why don't use 110 for every race? Because sometimes the AI are very good at other races. Tracks like Hungary, the AI are very good there. I always try my best to go 110, but I always want to make sure that every race is entertaining, rather than, you know, us dominating and then us being terrible and stuff like that. So I always try and keep it fair for the entertainment's sake. At least you wouldn't win every race. I'll let you know when I win every race. Right, 3 minutes to go in the session. We should start seeing the first cars heading out on track very soon. Is it even possible to drive in the rain in Hungary? I'm on the verge of breaking everything. Yes, it is, but it's very difficult in Hungary. The rain in Hungary is very, very tricky. It's one of those tracks that requires a lot of traction, which is why the AI is so good there. They're very OP in the traction zones. So any track that has a lot of traction zones is where the AI are very strong at. 2.5 minutes to go. No cars out on track yet. Let's make sure our fuel's on minimum. There we go. There we go. Verstappen and Sainz are first out on track. Let's make sure we've got the fresh softs on. We have. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this.
Okay, engines fired up. We're set.
I'm new to F1. Why wait for others to get on track? To get maximum grip on the tyres. Make sure we're at the best of the track evolution. Homework is bugged. Sounds like an excuse not to do it, in my opinion. All right. Let's do this. Right, ERS set to none. Don't want to use any ERS in this outlap, of course. We've got plenty of clean air around us. Let's keep your tires nice and warm. And we'll be in a good spot.
Exclamation mark fork don't slip Vonsa Jasper Vinciamba Vincemasadi Vonsa Jasper Vincemasadi Vinciamba Vincemasadi Vonsa Jasper Vinciamba Vincemasadi Vonsa Jasper Vincemasadi Vinciamba Vincemasadi Vonsa Jasper Vincemasadi Vinciamba Vincemasadi Vonsa Jasper.
Could be very close to timing. No, we'll be fine. We've still got a minute and 15, which is how long it takes to a lap. Back with the 42 months as well. They much back with the 42 months as well. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, spin chats. Welcome back in. Spins fan for 42 as well. Appreciate it, Beck. Hope you're doing good. Let's get a little more tire temp. Fronts are still a little low, especially that front right. 50 seconds to go. So we need to find about 5 tenths at least to try and put it on pole. Let's see if we can do it. Let's get hot lap mode on. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final lap of qualifying. Can we try and fight for pole position here in Australia? Let's lock in. Trying to get a bit of time in the first couple of corners. Purple center 1. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for those purples. Yuki Tsunoda? Oh, that's a bit messy there. That might cost a bit of time. It's cost a lot of time. In fact, round the final corner we go. It's a shootout to the line. Oh, we're going to be on pole here in Melbourne Park. 13-6. No, Yuki Tsunoda is on a pole position. Here in Australia, we just made a small mistake on the penultimate corner. And Yuki Tsunoda is on pole. Here in Australia, we do join him on the front row. Oh, but that should have been ourselves. That should have been ourselves. Fuck. Big mistake in that second to last corner. That cost us at least a tenth or two. And Yuki holds on to take pole here in Melbourne Park. Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, the two championship rivals in real life, run up alongside each other in the second row. George Russell and Carlos Sainz on the third row together. Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc in 7th and 8th. And then Piastri and Stroll on the 5th and final row of Q3. My God, man. I cannot believe it. So close, yet so far. Yeah, only 500 between us as well. 57,000 between ourselves and Yuki Tsunoda. Very, very tight. We saw it throughout the entirety of qualifying that the times were very tight. But unfortunately, this time around, we're not able to counter it. We finished P8 in Q1, P1 in Q2, but in Q3 we weren't able to match our Q2 pace, and we'll start this race in 2nd place. Unless there's a penalty to Yuki Tsunoda, which I very much doubt in the early stage of the season, but yeah, it'll be P2 for now. In my two-player career, Yuki's at Haas, and it feels so incorrect. I mean, to be fair, with Haas and Toyota having a partnership now, it is kind of fitting. It is kind of fitting. Davidos, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well. Does the goalkeeper means another ref blue because the players are still in the box 1-0? Yikes. Turn 1, it's yours? Maybe. We'll see. When will be the race? Right now. Any moment now, the race will begin. Oh, man. Unfortunate not to be on pole, ladies and gentlemen, but P2 is not too bad. We're still on the front row. We can still hopefully get a good launch down towards turn 1, and maybe we can try and take the lead down towards the opening corner. We'll have to wait and see. But this other season is shaping up so far for those who haven't seen it yet. We are currently in the championship after the first 2 races of the season. We've picked up maximum points so far in the first 2 races. It's been an unbelievable start to the season. Can we go 3 for 3, though, down under here in Australia? We'll have to wait and see. The man who's on pole, Yuki Tsunoda, hasn't had a great season so far. He's down in P10 at the moment, so a big chance for him to get some gains in the championship. Our closest rival right now in the championship is Max Verstappen. He finished P3 in Bahrain and P2 in Saudi Arabia. With that way he's going, he should get P1 here. I think he's starting like 5th or 6th, though, so he's a little bit further down, but he'll still get opportunities. And our teammate, of course, Carlos Sainz, finished P2 in Bahrain and 6th in Saudi Arabia, so hopefully he can have a good race today as well, and we'll try and extend our lead in the Constructors. But yeah, so far so good. We've got a 19-point gap so far between ourselves and Max Verstappen, and we've got a pretty nice gap to Red Bull right now in the Constructors as well. So yeah, hopefully if Carlos can get a good run, he'll be in contention for a race win, and we can extend our Constructors lead. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Australian Grand Prix. 58 laps is what we're going to face up against here in Australia. It's going to be a tricky one today with ourselves starting in P2, but hopefully we can get a good launch and take an early lead here in Melbourne Park. But yeah, Yuki Tsunoda being on pole position. I think that's the first pole position he's had in this career, from what I remember. But yeah, that Raceable is a pretty good car, as you can see on the R&D. They're basically joined with ourselves and Aston Martin as the best cars on the grid. So not really a massive surprise that he's got pole position, but yeah, I think it's his first one. David, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to get underway here in Australia. 58 laps is what we're going to face up against. It'll be tricky, but hopefully we can come out on top down under and extend our championship lead even further. While the race loads up, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. I'll be with you guys in 2 moments' time, and then it'll be time for 58 laps of racing here in Australia.
You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and Wang completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Gasly, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Albon, Ocon, Sargent, Perez, Ricciardo, Joe, and Ollie Behrman. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
It is true they had a really tough day in the office last time out, but they cannot dwell on that. It's so important to turn the page and start on a blank slate, because the more you dwell on that, the less it's going to push you in the right direction. So take some notes. Obviously, there's things to be learned, but move on.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we do hold that P2 for the time being. Hopefully we can change it down towards turn 1, though. Kicker, thanks for follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in. I know, I'm unbelievable, Becca. How dare I have a bladder, honestly. Bodied by Sonoda? Yep. Won't happen too much, though, I don't think. I hope not, at least. Right, let's have a look at the strategy, then. So, the strategy is suggesting a 2-stop. Not really a massive surprise, to be fair. Let's switch that to personalized. Do we want to do the hard tires in the middle, maybe? I don't think a soft is going to be too viable here. I think the softs wear relatively quickly around this track, so... I feel like a medium soft might be a little bit too tricky to try and push for. It does say it's a bit slower. So I guess we'll do a 2-stop medium hard or something like that, right? To try and figure out whether to do a custom driver or follow a driver career. I would do a driver career. Why not? Why not? Did the stream drop a few frames there, chat? Hopefully it's okay. You think a medium, hard, medium? Yeah, I think so as well. Let's change this to... Oops. Change that to that, and that to that. Push this up here. It's a little bit slower, but I think it'll probably be good in the long run. 18 on the mediums, or both the mediums, that is, then 22 on the hards in the middle. Oh, good now, good stuff. Yeah, I did see it drop a little bit, but... You think the alternate strat? No. The alternate strat will be terrible. To be fair, there might be a few AI who do try that, but, yeah. If we had 2 fresh softs, then maybe be doable, but... Yeah, there's a lot of point, really. There's a lot of point. Short laps around here as well, so... Potentially Danny Rick to then try go McLaren and Red Bull. So basically doing a reverse career of Danny Ricciardo. I kind of like it. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Depends on safety cars. Yeah, we don't really get a lot of safety cars in this career, to be fair, but... Yeah, I think for now we'll, Wait, why is personalized saying medium soft? Absolutely not. Let's change that back. There we go. That's more like it.
Dang long time. Being so busy have not opened Twitch.
To be fair, I've been away for a couple of weeks as well, Cool, so I'll give you a little bit of leeway just for that alone. Thank you much for the 43-month resub as well, Cool. I appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Cool into Vince fan for the 43 as well. Appreciate it, buddy. And Liam coming with the 5 gifted subs as well. Okay. Okay. Who let Liam cook with the 5 gifted subs? Good lord. Alice, Oliver, JT, Callum, and Links, if you guys are in and around the stream, make sure to drop a massive thank you to Liam for the 5 gifted subs. Thanks so much, Liam, for the 5 gifted, my man. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome all 5 into Vince fam on behalf of Liam as well. Thanks so much, dude. That is very, very kind. Very, very kind. Right. Medium, hard, medium. I'm cool with that. I think we'll roll with that, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's have a look. I tell you what, a lot of people are starting on hard tires. A lot of people are starting on the hards. We've got Norris on the hards, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Alonso on hards. Damn. Only 1 driver, or 2 drivers, 3, 4 drivers are starting on the soft tires. Hamilton, one of them. Ooh. I think we stick with the mediums, though. I think if we try and get an early advantage over Norris, that might help us out. Yuki is starting on the mediums as well, so maybe we could try and work with him. Okay. This should make strategies very interesting, then. Very, very interesting. Liam coming with a tier 1 as well for 3 months in advance. What a legend. Thanks so much, Liam, as well, for the tier 1 there as well, dude. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. We get Sleepy Chat to welcome Liam into Vince fam for the 3 months as well. For the first of the 3 months, I should say. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it, dude. Very kind of you. Racing Bull versus Merc for prediction. To be fair, that would be pretty good, wouldn't it? Racing Bull versus Merc. I'm down for that. V-Cup versus Mercedes. Who will get the most points? I like that, actually. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hamilton's on hards. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Hulkenberg's on the softs. My bad. Yeah, Hulkenberg's on the soft tires, not Hamilton. Then Sargent, Zhou, and Behrman are on the soft tires. So they'll pit fairly early. They won't last too long. How long am I streaming? Tonight we'll be live for another 2 hours max. Let's say that. Basically until this race is done. All right, we'll do that for prediction. Mercedes versus Racing Bull. Who will score the most points? Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for race number 3 of Season 3. It is time for the Australian Grand Prix here in Melbourne Park. We do start on the front row for this one. Yuki Tsunoda getting what I believe is his first pole position of this career. So we'll see if he can convert that to race victory. As Carter comes in with the 1,000 bits. Thanks so much, Carter, for the 1,000 bits. What a mad lad. Thanks so much, buddy, for the 1,050 bits. You crazy bastard. Thank you so much, dude. This is a strategy we are going for today's race as well. We are going to start on the medium tyres for 18 laps. We're going to switch over to the hards for 22 and then back onto the mediums for 18. You will see a lot of drivers starting on the hard tyre, but we're going to start on the medium tyre, try and go for the early advantage, and hopefully it'll pay dividends at the end of the race. But that is what we're doing for our strategy, and I think Yuki is going to do something similar as well. But for now, we do start this race in second place. We almost got pole position, but hopefully we can try and convert this P2 to a P1. We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will be who will score the most points between Mercedes and Racing Bull. Make sure to get your predictions up in the chat. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 58 laps of racing action here in Melbourne Park. Oh.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up in the chat right now. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. Prediction is up in the chat right now. Who will score the most points here in Australia? Will it be the Racing Bulls? Will it be Mercedes? Get your predictions up right now.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Hello Vince Berry for win.
Oh, did you guys get that music? What? Okay. Well, the awkward silence was fun then. I can hear it on my end. Well, rip, I guess. Rip, I guess. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the front row here in Australia. Not too bad in the parking as well. We start P2 for this one. Yuki Tsunoda right in front of us. Galaxy coming with the 3 months as well. Thanks so much, Galaxy, for the 3 months, my dude. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's spin chat from Galaxy into Vince Fan for the 3. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. Here in Melbourne Park, Verstappen isn't off the line too bad. We're getting surrounded by the 2 championship rivals in real life as Norris looked around the outside at turn 1. Tsunoda got a good start and will hold the lead of this race. Lando Norris tucked up right behind us. Verstappen conceded P3 there, I think, and has to deal with Norris in front of him for the time being. Those guys behind us are on the hard tyres, so hopefully we can try and pull away from them. Yuki's got a great start so far. But if we could just try and use this grip on the medium tyre to our advantage, pull away from that hard tyre, me and Yuki can kind of work together and just extend that gap to the hard tyre users. We've got a 5-10 gap at the moment heading down the back straight. We close up all the way to the back of Yuki Tsunoda. We've got some good straight line speed by the looks of it. We've got a nice exit there as well. I said we're a little bit too far back though. We won't go for the move just yet, I don't think. But a nice start to this race though, holding position. And you can see the hard tyre is definitely not getting the grip that we are, as we look to extend our early advantage on Lando Norris. All the hard tires can be bunched up together as well, so DRS will become active on the next lap. We won't really get it until we hit the back straights, though. Why'd you introduce the effects? Effect of what?
This lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
DRS is enabled now, as you can see. Lando Norris
Green flag.
is just outside. We've got yellow flags as well in the first couple of corners. I'm not too sure if that's someone's spun. I don't think it is. I think someone's got a problem with the car. I think it's a Red Bull. Is it Perez? Oh no, it's George Russell. It's the other Racing Bull. That's very bad news for anyone who voted Racing Bull on the prediction. That is very, very bad news. George Russell is out of this race before it's really even got going as well. So for those who bet on Racing Bull, Yuki Tsunoda is your hope and dream right now. We get really close out through the middle chicane. Lando Norris 1.2 behind us. We're going to sit behind on Yuki for now. I don't want to waste too much. I don't want to kill too much time just yet. If we fought with Yuki there, Lando would have got back inside DRS. So we're kind of playing a little bit ahead of the game, really. Where's Sainz? Sainz is 7th, I want to say. Not too sure if he actually is, but purple lap for ourselves. 18.8. Max Verstappen goes faster. And he's fighting with Lando Norris at turn 1. So that gives us a bit more advantage. We get a bit of understeer at turn 2. We do keep the place. Can't overtake Yuki Tsunoda at the moment because there's yellow flags here. I've actually got a little bit deep anyway, so. But down the back straight, we might have a chance to get past Yuki if we can try and keep it together. 1.5 seconds a gap to Lando Norris, so no DRS for him down the back straight, and we can try and extend that gap. That's the most important thing right now, is working that gap further to Lando Norris. And we are close to Yuki Tsunoda, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this race to take the lead here in Australia, around the outside with the DRS, and we power our way through to P1 for the first time here in Australia. But I'm pretty sure ourselves and Yuki are going to trade places like there's no tomorrow for most of this race. Again, I'll be interested to see what strategy he does, whether he goes for the hard tyre next or if he goes for a medium next. But no matter what, we're using the hard tyre for our second stint, so we'll see. But yeah, look at the advantage we gained on the Max Verstappen there as well. 2.4 seconds now to the Dutchman. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda. Is he going to make a move at turn 1? This isn't really ideal, but thankfully outbraked him anyway, so. If he's going to go past us, I want him to do it in a place where we're not going to impact each other's time. We've got to be smart about this. If we both want a chance of getting a victory here, we need to open up that gap to the hard tyres early. Leclerc is kind of trapped inside of those hard tyres, which is not good for him, but it's good for us at least. All right, here he comes. Yuki should get past here. Let's see if he does. We'll leave the door open for him. Just let him have it. He'll have more top line speed with that DRS, and he does go into the lead of this race.
Understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Nice. Why am I using 100% differential? It's the meta with the setups. The handling model of this game gives your car a lot of rotations. There's no need to go with more rotation, essentially. You might as well go more planted. I think when it starts raining, you can probably use some more differential, but yeah, otherwise, no real needs. What up, Josh? How's it going, mate? Leclerc fight Verstappen's working in your favour? Yeah. Although, to be fair, he has got through him now. And if he can break away from that DRS, Leclerc could be a problem later on. Yuki Tsunoda in first? Yep. Treasure it. Treasure it. He's out, Yuki. Got a rear slide out from turn 4. Yeah, we should be close enough to fly by again. We've got plenty of battery as well. There we go. We should power past Yuki Tsunoda once again. We'll take the inside line. Almost pinches us over to the grass. We do slip our way through. And back in sleep we go. So this will probably happen a good few times. Again, like I say, the early goal right now is to open up that gap to the hard tyres as much as possible. Really, really important we do that. Because they're going to go on softer compounds for the rest of the race. So, with us being on the medium tire right now, it's all about just opening up that gap as much as we can, working with Yuki, rather than fighting each other, and then we'll see what happens in the race. Where's Carlos? I think he's in P7. Or P6 maybe, right behind Lando.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Purple lap for ourselves as well to go with it. Go hard to soft, you reckon? It's a possibility. I'm a little concerned about the soft tyres, though, I'll be honest. I feel like the soft tyres are going to wear out a bit too quickly. I think we'd only get about 4 or 5 laps with optimal pace in the soft tyres. And then we have to give up on them, basically. The soft tyres aren't really that good around here. New season? Yep, season 3. This is season 3. Oh, get tyre. Left tyre in the grass a bit there. Right, Yuki can go past. We'll save our battery. Once he goes up the insides. Maybe for a late red flag? Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather say the soft tyres in the event of, you know, late safety car or red flags or anything like that. We have had a couple of red flags. We had one in China, if you remember that big pile-up we saw at the hairpin. We've had a couple of red flags, but yeah, not a huge amount. Not in comparison to F123. Had a lot more in F123 we did in this game. Did you win Season 1 and 2? We won the championship in Season 2, yep. In Season 1 with a Racing Bull, who at the time wasn't that good. But we still finished 3rd in the championship with them, so. Good to be back, Josh. Have you ever heard about Villa's kid's mistake? Apparently, like, the referee blew the whistle or something and they just walked into that. I don't know. I don't quite understand what happened. I heard about it, but I didn't quite understand it. You bet 10k on Merc? Well, you're looking good so far. Because we've only got 1 Racing Ball left in this race, so. Alright, here we go again to get past Yuki Tsunoda. To be fair, I'll tell you what. The gap to Leclerc and the hard tyres and stuff is... yeah. Not actually opening up that much, is it? Which is a little concerning. However, as I say that, Leclerc and Verstappen went too wide through the S's, so that probably helped us out a bit. Was I rooting for Trump or Harris? Neither. I was voting for Logan Sargent. Unfortunately, didn't win this year. Maybe in 4 years' time. Emmy passed it and Mings picked it up. Yeah. That is quite literally Gabriel against Bayern, isn't it?
8 seconds.
Yeah, we got away with that one. I'm not going to lie. We got away with that one. Absolutely, Lucas. Absolutely. Here comes Yuki, getting a little close down towards turn 3, but a little too far off at the moment. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we've got a 4.2 second gap so far to Verstappen. At the time when I was complaining, it was only 2.5 seconds, so I guess their little scrap helped us out. Alright, here we go. Yuki should get past again. Why is the Racing Bull so fast this season? So, we were obviously with Racing Bull in Season 1. And I think we might have upgraded the car a bit too much before we left. Yeah, I don't know, HP. A lot of them very clearly don't know the rules. Like I say, we got very lucky against Bayern Munich not to get, you know, punished for that. Maybe that's our first charge to the 115. You upgrades Kerem to the next season? Yeah. I mean, you do get regulation changes, but I don't think we actually got a regulation change in Season 1. Not that I remember. I could have done that. 3.9 seconds to Leclerc. Again, he's bringing that gap down. The problem is Leclerc is kind of helping bring the hard tyres into this a bit more.
Past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
This difference, Mings didn't hear the whistle. Was that, I'm guessing, Villa's complaint? I guess, can VAR even intervene with something like that? Oh, I'm a little bit too far back on Yuki here, so I'm not going to go for it just yet. Might do it in the next corner. Oh my god, I'm almost pushing him through here, aren't I? There we go, I can make the overtake now. Just glide around the outsides. Oh god, that was almost a little bit too long on the brakes. Just kept it. VAR gave it. Oh damn, fair enough. I mean, there have been instances in the past where players don't hear the whistle. Especially in noisy crowds and stuff, it's kind of difficult sometimes to hear the whistle, but... Okay, Yuki's close again. Just go for Yuki. I'll let you go. Oh, no, what car drives in real life? Me? I drive a BMW 3 Series. Summon to Vince in 3024. My guy, Bucks. Even when man's in the grave, he will still be subbing. I respect it. I respect it.
Okay, mate. Sonoda ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past.
Obviously, he picked up rather than played with his feet. Well, he probably didn't think that it was actually sort of, you know, the game was underway, so I don't know. I didn't see the incident, so I can't really say too much, but from what I'm hearing.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well.
Back into P1 again.
Nice one. It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
This will happen between ourselves and Yuki for the first stint. Go for Andrew, yeah? Feel free, man. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that got a little bit hairy. Huckleheim Jr., I love it. I love it. I've got a 330E. Oh god, come on. I know, I'm a hybrid loser. But at least I save money on fuel sometimes.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Yuki back into lead again. 4.8 seconds to Leclerc, so again, the more he can battle with... Okay, I'm struggling with the brake bias a bit now. The more he can battle with Verstappen, the better for us. I'm going to go 55 in the brake bias for now, because every time I slam the brakes at the moment, the rear end is just wanting to kick out, so we'll go 55. Should just help the race pace a bit better. I'm on F122. Is F124 much better? Oh, boy. So... You're in a bit of a pickle here because F1 22 and 24 are arguably the worst F1 games made in recent years. I would say 24 is better than 22, but they're both pretty bad in their own way. Ooh, should I go for it? I'm going to go for it. That's a little bit of a late position. Yuki's still on the outside here. Yuki, don't battle me. Don't battle me, Yuki. Yuki, this is bad. Why? Stop it. God damn. Maybe I should have stayed behind. Remember, it's still getting a little bit loose on me. I'm going to try and hold position down towards turn 1.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, so Carlos Sainz right now is right behind Lando Norris. So we're still pretty good on the prediction. Even if Yuki wins, I think we're still looking good, so. Daz coming in with the 11-month resub as well. Thanks so much, Daz, for the 11 months, but dude, I appreciate that. 23 is a good game, yeah, I enjoyed 23. I would say 23 was probably the best game we've had since 2020, in my opinion. Everything after 2020 kind of sucked. Thank you much, Daz, for the 11-month resub as well. Then my man, ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Daz into Vince Fan for the 11 months. Appreciate it, thank you. What makes F124 so bad, though? The handling. The handling is horrible. The cars are way too pitch sensitive. It feels difficult to spin the car. Like, even when you try and spin, it just doesn't. Like, it's really planted, really rooted. Which, in theory, yeah, should be a good thing, but it's very unrealistic. The cars shouldn't feel like you can't spin them. Lost a little bit of time in the final sector. I still play 2020. Some people do, to be fair. I've seen some content creators actually, like, playing 2020 and 2019 more and stuff. And I can't blame them. I really can't. I've been tempted myself to re-download the game and just give it a play because it was so good, man. Handling was good. So much good content as well. With the, you know, the old F1 cars and stuff on there. It was so nice, man. Would love those days back. Who do you think will get the Sauber seat? Bro does not know. I don't think you've heard the news, have you? I'm gonna send on Yuki. I'm sending it. That was a committed overtake. Very committed. Do you play WRC? I have done.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
I've done in the past when it came out. I played a good bit of it. Not as much lately, though. Would you ever do an iRacing stream? Yeah, I've done in the past. Always enjoy a bit of iRacing. Alright, let's see if we can try and hold position down towards turn 1. Yeah, for those who didn't hear about the Sauber seat, Bortoletto got it. It got announced earlier today. I think this morning it got announced. Oh, Yuki, no. Yuki, no. Why are we fighting, Yuki? Don't do this to me. Yuki, we're doing very well. The more we fight, the more we get ourselves into trouble later on. We don't want the hard tires catching up to us right now. That'd be terrible. Let's work together, Yuki. Come on. We can be friends. I know we used to be teammates. And I know you're mad at me that I left. But come on. Let's work together. Who's he replacing? Well, it doesn't matter. Both the Sauber drivers are gone, so... Bottas and Zhou are both not going to be here next season. Technically, yeah, I guess both drivers were dropped. Hulkenberg got announced for next year a while ago. And obviously Bottas today, so... You should live stream Creator Series? I do.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Where's Bottas going? Apparently he's going to sign for Mercedes in a reserve role. Oh, look at the time Verstappen gained on us. Verstappen gained almost a second on that lap. That's really bad. How are these tyres doing? We're left at 28. Okay. Oh my god, I just choked. I went way too late on the brakes there, shit. Managed to avoid contact, but... that was way too late on the left foot there. Who do you think partners Yuki? I hope it's Lawson. I really like Lawson. Really, really like Lawson. What could Lando have done differently this season to win? Be more consistent. The races he should have won, he didn't. For example, Brazil. Lando should have won Brazil. Starting on pole with the best car on the grid and finishing P6 is not good. Especially when your rival does a 17 to first. And yeah, fumbling down towards turn 1 every race is not ideal either. Isn't he like 1 for 8 with leading down towards turn 1 or something?
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Lando said Max is lucky with the safety car. Red Bull had so much to lose. There's no reason Lando should have lost that race, in my opinion. There's no reason. He should have won that. He choked down towards turn 1 on the opening lap. And then got all the strategy calls wrong as well, i.e. boxing on the safety car when it was obvious there was going to be a red flag at some point. The rain was getting worse. There was bound to be an incident soon. Sure enough, there was. Who should get the Red Bull seat? Honestly, it's a tough one to say. I would like to see Yuki in Red Bull. I feel like he probably would struggle, though. I don't know. I feel like Yuki might struggle with the pressure. But, I don't know. I feel like he's the best candidate they have at the moment, in my opinion. Man, the rear tires are not feeling good right now.
Is that a deck dive on Kai C?
It is.
Long time no see, mate.
It is, Peter. Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you much for the resub for 20 months. Really kind of you, my man. Hope you're doing good. Man, my rear tires are really not feeling good. Every time I try and get the throttle down, I just feel them skating around. It's good that Leclerc and Verstappen are still fighting because they'd gain otherwise. And then the fighting we're doing with Yuki really didn't help. We'd probably be about 6 seconds ahead of them if we weren't fighting. Who do I support? I'm a Verstappen fan. That was Canada. It was good, man. It was good. What up, Salton?
Nice work, mate.
Who will get the Audi seat? Probably the two that are already going to be in Sauber for next year. Hulkenberg and Bortoletto. Why support Verstappen when you're English? Why should your nationality choose who you should support and who you shouldn't? I had kids in my school who idolized Ronaldo growing up. Should they not have? Just because he was Portuguese? Checo gone Lawson with Max, Franco with Yuki. I would like to see Franco, to be fair, at Racing Bull. I know, I still feel like it's too early for someone like Lawson to get a seat at Red Bull. Lawson and Max would be very difficult for Liam, I think. I feel like Yuki, because he's been in the sport for a good few years now, I feel like he might be the best candidate, but I still don't think he'd do amazing. Like, the way I see Yuki is I see him as kind of like a Bottas. Like, he'd be a great partner alongside Max. But I don't see him as like a world... Oh, Jesus. I don't see him as like a world champion or anything like that, right? I don't think I'm going to box just yet.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
There comes Yuki. It's called patriotism. They idolize Ronaldo, not the team he played for. What? That's not what patriotism means. It was good, Jasaris. Very good, that's my man. I mean, how do you think the poor Canadians feel? Should every Canadian be supporting Lance Stroll out here? Poor motherfuckers. Feel bad for those guys. I can't blame him, Root. I'd do the same. I'd do the same. Okay, I think some people are boxing. I think there's a gap opened up for us. Where are we coming out? P13, I think that says. Yeah, there are some more gaps. All right, we're boxing this lap, chat. Box, box. 30% that rear left. That is not pretty. Yuki's sort of staying out. Interesting. A little bit slow on pantry, that. Oh, my God, a slow front left.
Removing the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, though, and finish the race strong. All right, we'll be doing
well, isn't that just wonderful?
Today. One stop left in this strategy.
We're about to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Now we've got more traffic to try and get through. Brilliant. Brilliant. Wouldn't it be nice just to have one race where we just didn't get a pissed off issue? You know, just take the tire off, man. Just grab the tire, take it off, and put a new one on. How hard is that? God damn. More safety cars, less pissed off issues. I don't know. Most people box on the safety car, so I think more piss-off issues, if anything. Why, what are the mods not doing? Carlos Sainz is in.
Carlos is in the pit.
We should come out ahead of him, but unfortunately not quite as big as the gap should be. Really big root ban. Ah, rip. Okay, there goes the hard tires in front. They only did 20 laps. Which is, I think we're doing 22, aren't we? Something like that, so. We come out in P5 at the moment. I'd assume the gap to the guys behind has come down. Yeah, Verstappen's 2.5 seconds off from us, so that's kind of bad news, unfortunately. That is really bad news. Verstappen's come out behind us.
Okay, so all of our
With a pretty
tyre
small
pressure
margin.
data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't
Come
be
on.
anything to worry about.
Let's catch up to these guys in front. Piastri and Gasly are the two directly in front of us. Thoughts on Sainz and Williams? I think Williams have a really good duo for next year. I'm just worried that they're not going to be able to build the car to the best it can be with two good drivers there.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard
I do feel
tyres.
bad for
The car
Colapinto.
behind
I think
running hard tyres.
second half of the season when he's come in, he's looked really good. Scored good points, looked consistent. Unfortunately, obviously, he had that big crash in Brazil, which means Williams are very tight on parts. There's actually a bit of pessimism that they're not going to make it to Vegas with one of the cars. They're in big trouble, apparently. The appendix-less duo for next season? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yuki's still out on track, 17.6 the gap. I think he might be doing a one-stop. I think Yuki's doing a one-stop. That might be terrible for him. I don't know. We'll try and bring that gap down as much as we can while we can. The gap to Verstappen is still 3 seconds. Have I stopped playing the Creator Series? Nope. I was away for a couple of weeks, so I missed out a couple of races. I'll be back this week for the Creator Series. Come on. Let's bring that gap down as much as we can to Yuki before he boxes. I think it's going to come out behind the guys behind us, which should really affect his pace. Verstappen has got a bit closer as well. If Yuki doesn't box this lap, he's definitely doing a one-stop. And I think he stayed out, so yeah. Yuki's doing a one-stop then. He's doing a medium to hard. That is a interesting call. We're about just over a second faster per lap than Yuki Tsunoda. We'll have a look at his lap time in a second compared to ours, but right now we are much quicker than him. Much, much quicker. We did an 18.1. Driver in front.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.6 seconds. Okay, that's Tsunoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. And gap to the car
What's
in
his
front,
lap time? Oh, Shogwen used out the race?
16.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 22 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute.
19.6.
Right, you're closing in by
What?
1.4 seconds a lap.
19.6. We did an 18.1. We were 1.5 seconds quicker than Yuki Tsunoda on that last lap. I think he's in big trouble. I don't know why he's doing a one-stop here. That is a strange call. And I know those medium tyres are not in good shape right now, so we'll just try and make the most of this early stage of the stint. Charles Leclerc went fastest in the previous lap as well, by the way, so he's got some good pace.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flag's out on track for Zhou's car.
Someone's come
Just put
off
off his
ahead
right-hand
of you.
side.
There's
Could have been a
yellow
VSC,
flag
that, to be
ahead.
fair. Very easily could have been a VSC. His car's still there. And now it's gone, as I say that. This time was an 18-1 for ourselves. Another 18-1. Back-to-back 18-1s. And that means we have got 3 seconds in the last 2 laps for Yuki Tsunoda. That is really bad news for him. The longer he stays out here, the worse. But we'll just try and keep chipping away as much time as we can. Charles Leclerc's up into P3 as well. He should be strong on those medium tyres.
Okay, mate, we've Got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Green centre 1. What if I've timed out, Vince? Try it. V-Cub's church is accurate in game 2? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe they're preying on the red flag. I don't know. A red flag or safety car for Yuki right now would go crazy, though. Be really, really good for him. Verstappen and Leclerc battled in the middle section, so that opens up the gap a bit more to them. Am I sleepy? Not too much, no. I'm definitely a bit jet lagged, but I'm not too bad.
Yeah, really good job.
That's not so far ahead. He's not boxed yet.
Still a long way to go, though.
He's 2 out to box. And that gap's going to keep on coming down until he does. Yeah, that left side's already coming up a bit. 5% on the left tyres. Right side's not too bad. Do I live in England? I do. Green set to 1. Come on, let's keep pushing. Keep pushing. F2 equipment, very Huckleheim Jr. is starting. Love that, Andrew. Love that. He will win many championships. But I think he's going to win the championship next year. It should be one of the McLarens. I think with the way McLaren progressed this year, I see him being a top car next year. A top car. I'm not too sure how I feel about Red Bull. I feel like with their development this season, they've really gone backwards for the most part of the season. They have improved in the last couple of races, but I'm still not entirely convinced. So I really do feel like next year it's McLaren's year. 10.5 to Yuki. We're still gaining. Our last lap was a 17. 17.6 apparently. I don't think that's true, is it? It says it was, but I don't think it's true.
No concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Liam Lawson used to be your neighbour, really? To the end of these hards? No, we're boxing again. We're boxing again. Andrew, thanks for following me. Appreciate it. Max to McLaren. Imagine. I did like the sound of the Max to Aston Martin rumours. I'd be down for that. I'd be very down. Max and the Stroll swap, imagine. There we go. Yuki Tsunoda has finally pit, which means we are going to come out in the lead. He's going to drop so far back here. He dropped a lot of time on those medium tires at the end, so he is doing that one stop. He's going to come out in P5 or 6. Just comes out ahead of Lando Norris, so P5 for Yuki. To be fair, could have been worse. But we have got nearly a 10-second gap to him, so he lost a lot of time. He probably will start making up the time now, though, seeing as we're on the older hard tires. He's got that offset, but he did lose a huge amount of time. Verstappen and Leclerc still 3 seconds back, so still in a decent spot. Do you think Verstappen will drop next year? What do you mean by drop? Do you mean, like, not win a championship or something? Or... oh, gosh. Look how far back Bottas is? Yeah. And he got a Haas behind him as well. Max and the Aston would actually go crazy. I mean, it's possible. I think with Nui being there, he'll be a big influence on the drivers they can sign. I think Aston Martin really do have a lot of potential, but they do need to get rid of Stroll. I love Aston Martin. I've always been a massive Aston Martin boy. From an early age and stuff, going to Le Mans and things and watching the GTs and stuff around there. The GT1s, the DBR9 and stuff. But if they want to succeed in Formula 1, the first step is admitting they need to get rid of Stroll. Like, that is the priority, in my opinion. If they want to be a serious team, they got to get rid of him. Who'll win the Las Vegas GP? I feel like Ferrari might be strong. I have a feeling about Ferrari. Do you think Aston Martin will dominate in 26? I don't know. It depends how much Nui can cook with the new regs. I'm really not sure. I hope so. I really hope so. How do you think Hamilton will be a Ferrari? I feel like Ferrari are in a fairly similar situation to Mercedes right now, where they have that one-off fantastic weekend and they just disappear for a few races. And they have another amazing weekend and then disappear for a few races. Like, they're both quite inconsistent teams at the moment. So I feel like it'd be more of like a... I think it'd be just the same as Mercedes in a way. Unless Ferrari build an absolute masterpiece of a car, I don't think he'll get that number 8. I think Lewis definitely has enough in his ability to get another championship. I've always said that about him since he's got, you know, number 7 and stuff. He's definitely still got enough to win another championship, but he does need the car to go with it. You can't win a championship in a fucking dog shit car like the Mercedes that is right now. So Ferrari need a consistent, fast car for the entire year, and then he can win the number 8, I think. But otherwise, if it's the same as this year, then no, he won't. Would Hamilton become champion in the current McLaren? Yeah, I think so. Hamilton has so much experience with leading races, winning championships. I think this year and last year and the previous year, whatever else, the car and the team have really let him down. Ever since Russell's joined, there seems to be a lot more sort of bias towards his side, in my opinion. I'm not a Hamilton fan or anything like that. But, you know, when you look into it, you really do think that Mercedes really don't seem to give a shit about Hamilton. Just feels that way to me, you know? It kind of really just feels like they're pushing him aside and getting ready for Antonelli. They don't really seem to care about him too much anymore. It's like that old toy you used to play with when you were a child. You look at it one last time and just throw it away. It feels like that to me. Alex Albon's out of the session now. 3 retirements already. The first half of this race. Actually, we're lap 30 now, so... Verstappen and Leclerc, 5.8 seconds to those two now. So they're fighting way too hard. We'll increase the gap to them a bit more. 11.7 was the gap to Yuki as well. So we're in a good position. I like where we are right now. I like where we are. Apparently next year's Ferrari's being more developed for Lewis. I mean, for his sake, I hope so. Other 2025 cars can be shown in the O2 at London. I did hear about something like that, yeah. They're going to do an all-in-one presentation sort of thing, aren't they, for the cars? Albon's car's up here, isolated on its own. Where is it, on the right-hand side, left-hand side? It is on the left.
Green flag.
If we do online, can I join? We do online every Sunday. More than welcome to join. In fact, our community race will continue this Sunday as well. The return of the community race this Sunday. We'll be racing at Mexico. A full qualifying 50% race around Mexico City. If you guys want to sign up for that, you can sign up in our Discord. Sign up to be out later tonight, so keep your eyes on the Discords. Link in my bio on TikTok. Or extra Discord in the Twitch chat. Yeah, the 2026 cars are a bit smaller, a bit lighter, but not by a huge amount. But hopefully we'll still make for good racing. That's what we care about, right? I know that a lot of teams have really struggled to meet the minimum weight on the regs for that, so... Is a red flag possible in your game? Yeah, I've had a couple. I've had a couple. Verstappen and Leclerc, 7 seconds now. They are not helping each other by fighting so much. Not helping each other in the slightest. You think Piastri better than Norris? I think both have potential to be fantastic drivers. I like Piastri a lot, mainly because of his calm nature. He's so composed all the time. Even when, you know, all the pressure's on him and stuff, he never sounds like he's panicking or anything like that. He never sounds troubled. He just seems to get on with the job, and that's kind of refreshing to see. Because how many times do we see, you know, a lot of hotheads in F1, a lot of ego? Piastri doesn't come across as a character like that. So it's kind of nice to see a bit more of a chilled, humble bloke in F1 for a change. Max is the hothead, exactly. he's the biggest hothead of them all. So yeah, I'm a big fan of how kind of collective Piastri is. I hope he wins the championship one day. Would love to see that. The Wizard of Oz. I like it. I like it. How long does it take to do 58 laps? Depends, like, for this kind of race, probably about just under an hour and a half. But obviously, if you get safety cars and rain and stuff like that, it means longer lap times and stuff, and that drags the race on a bit longer. Oh my god, the rear end just kicked out a little bit. That was a bit weird. 8 seconds of Verstappen and Leclerc because they keep fighting. That's nice to see. When are we pitting? In 7 laps. What's TC on? 0. We don't use any traction control. No, I've never raced in real life LDMC. I did a bit of karting when I was younger. But I've never actually raced a real life car or anything like that. McLaren needs to get better on strategies. Yeah. Yeah, McLaren and strategies haven't been amazing. McLaren seem very adamant on always doing the overcut. Like, I've noticed that this year. They always want to go for tire offset. They did that in Kota. They did it in Spain. They did it in Austria. But they really like the overcut. And it's not always worked out. So sometimes when you see a space for the undercut, you just got to take it. Because it will disappear quickly.
Okay, no issues.
They always prefer doing the overcut and just having that better tire life at the end. But then, of course, you get something like Kota where Norris is stuck behind Max for so long, cooks the tires and can't get past. And when he does, he exceeds the track and gets a 5-second penalty, so... Your cousin won the genetic championship? Nice! Congrats to him, dude. That's awesome. Hello, Ran. Still 8.1 seconds to Verstappen at the moment. I like where we are right now. We're chilling. We're in a good spot. The gap to Tsunoda's also opened up as well. Obviously, when we boxed, it was nearly 10 seconds. Now it's on the brink of 13. It's just hit 13, in fact. So I really like the position we're in. We're in a very nice spot. Very nice spot. Bit of a lock up there on the front right. So we will come out about 7 seconds behind Tsunoda when we box for the medium tyre. Could be interesting at the end, though, because the medium tyre does only last about 10 laps before it starts falling off. So it'll be interesting to see if Yuki does have enough in that hard tyre to maybe have some pace at the end. Favorite driver? Verstappen. God, tyres are really not liking the left hands at the moment. I want to slide all the time at turn 4 and 5. Charles and Max don't work together? No, clearly. Very clearly. In fact, Sainz is actually catching because of it, so... I wonder if Tsunoda will get in that battle soon as well. Used up a little bit too much battery there. Second favourite driver? Honestly, it's kind of... I really like Leclerc and I really like Lawson. I'd probably say Lawson. Lawson's awesome. I think Lawson's got a lot of talent as well. And I like the way he dealt with Checo. That was kind of funny. So I'd probably say Lawson my second favourite and then maybe Leclerc third. Do you think Max has got this, or can Norris take it? The championship? Brazil basically wrapped up, in my opinion. Max has got one hand on the trophy after Brazil. That was an unbelievable drive. Emil, thanks for following on Twitch for me. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in. Hope you have a good one. %70% that rear left. Yeah, that left side really does come up. Really does come up quickly. Which driver do you hate the most? I would say I hate any driver. There's not really any drivers that I hate. If I was to say one that I dislike the most, then probably Lance Stroll, but... yeah, I don't hate any driver. Imagine hating a driver. I mean, like, I have a lot of common respect for every driver. I think some people don't really have that. There's definitely a lack of, like, mutual respect that fans have towards drivers. Because it's a fucking scary sport. None of us can do it. None of us in here could drive the car like those 20 do. So I always have respect for racing drivers. You know, F1 outside of F1. So it's difficult to hate them, but... no, it's just funny, Jan, that's all. I don't hate Lando at all. Again, same thing. I'm not a massive fan of Lando, but I always respect other drivers on the track. What do you think about K-Mag's comeback? You know what? I'll put my hands up. At the end of last season, I was calling for K-Mag to leave the sport. I thought K-Mag completely lost it. But to be fair to him, I'll admit my wrongs. He has been a revelation this season, alongside Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's been fantastic too. But K-Mag's looked, yeah, like new life in a way. It's a shame he doesn't have a seat for next year now. I was saying that he was absolutely shocking in previous seasons and he shouldn't have a seat, but yeah, this year he's been pretty impressive actually. It's a shame he missed out on Brazil. Hopefully he's back for Vegas. Tempo 8 to Leclerc. They're still fighting. They're really hurting themselves. Will Bortoletto win a World Drivers' Championship? Ooh. I'm not really someone who watches a lot of F2, so... and I'm not going to lie, I also don't think F2 is very representative anymore. Like, look at Ollie Behrman, for example. He's been nowhere in F2 this year. Albeit Prema have sucked, I get it. But when he came and did a couple of F1 races, he actually looked pretty solid. Wasn't great in Brazil, to be fair. But, you know, when he came into Ferrari for that one race, did really well. I think he subbed in for K-Mag in Baku and did pretty well as well, didn't he? So, yeah, it's always difficult to say, like, even drivers who don't do that great in F2 doesn't mean they're necessarily a bad driver. I think Lawson's also quite representative of that as well. Go on the soft tire? No, the softs will degrade too quickly. Oh. But yeah, I'm impressed with Bortoletto's CV so far, no doubt. Hopefully we'll do a good F1 as well. I always like seeing the rookies come through. What happens to Leclerc was just fighting Max? I guess he boxed. Yeah, I think he has, actually. I mean, to be fair, we could take these hard tyres to the end. But I think with that rear left wearing like it is, it might be a bit sketchy. So I think we'll probably stay committed to the two-stop for now.
Okay, mate.
It was good, Alex.
Your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please.
That's sounding a bit wrong. Use ERS. Use overtake ERS mode for over 9/10 each lap. Well, that's going to be easy. That's going to be very easy. Yeah, we could maybe box a little bit later to save the medium tire a bit more, but I think I'm going to avoid the soft tire. Soft tire won't last long, so I don't really want to risk it. We could definitely box a little bit later on this hard tire. seeing as we've got some nice gaps around us. Obviously, the only gap we need to concern ourselves with at the moment is probably Yuki Tsunoda. That's the gap we're going to need to keep in mind. But yeah, I think we could probably go a little bit longer on this tyre. Maybe a few more laps. Box onto wets, W choice. W choice. Most linear prediction? How did you suss that one out, Lucas? Put onto softs? No, we're not going softs. We're not going softs. We'll go a little bit longer on these hard tyres. Maybe out of 3 or 4 laps. And then we'll go on to medium tyres. Mark is adamant we should pit, but we're going to ignore that call for the time being. Why? Why not softs? Because they just wear too quickly. We'd only get about 3 or 4 laps with optimal pace in the soft tyres, and they fall off very quickly. So I'm going to try and avoid them. Stick with the medium tyres. We know it works, so... I think Behrman has proven he can race in F1 with everyone. Yeah, I think so. Don't think anyone's denying that. Like I say, struggled a bit in Brazil, but it was a very difficult weekend for a rookie. Especially with not a lot of practice for it either, so... Why don't you just stay out? We could, but I think Yuki-san will be a threat later on. Verstappen and Norris just pit for medium tyres as well. Is the blue flag you must pass, or the car being lapped must let you pass? It's more the second one. I mean, if you're... Yeah, you're always going to think that anyway, like, we have to pass. That's kind of what the blue flags are for. But, yeah, it's mostly just to let the driver in front, the one that's being lapped, know that there is a fast car coming, you need to move out the way. Blue flags kind of have different meaning in different series. So, for example, in F1, it means get the fuck out the way right now. Very straightforward. But in endurance racing, you know, such as, especially like multi-class racing, blue flags, it's more to let you know there's a faster car approaching. You don't need to move out the way for them.
No need to worry
So,
about the tyre
they
condition
have different
now,
meanings in different series. Can you let him pull out the way? Can you let him put you around with DRS? No, because he will move out of the way. Otherwise, he'll get a penalty. Carlos is in as well. At the end of 41, sorry. Right, well, I think we'll box end of 43. I like the look of that so far. Like the look of 43. Our pace at this hard tyre's been really good, though. Sucker sent off. Shut up, you're lying. Don't lie to me. You're trolling. Wait till everyone else does. What, pits? I mean, most people have already pit. The only person yet to pit is Yuki, but he's doing a one-stop, so... I didn't even get DRS on Behrman, that sucks. Does look pretty good still. Well, 24% isn't amazing. Once the tyres get to about 20%, they really start falling off. So, that's why I don't want to do too many more laps. What's Ollie's number? Oh, good question. If you guys pass me, I'll tell you. I think it's like 80 something, isn't it? Maybe it's less than that. I think it's... I don't know. Oh, is it 50, is it? Oh, that's right, yeah. No, I remember seeing that now. Yeah, he's number 50. All right, I think we box this up, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think? Lap 43 at 58, 15 to go. And this is a good time to go into medium tyres. Verstappen's just gone fastest in the race. We've got a 28-second gap to him. We'll come out well ahead. 16-3 for Fernando now, too. So, I think this is our best chance of boxing right here. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Let's get on the medium tyres. To the end of the race. We'll have that slightly fresher advantage as well. I mean, Yuki Tsunoda has been really poor on that hard tyre, I'm not going to lie. When he boxed, he was originally 9 seconds behind. He's now 17, so he's had a bit of a terrible time on the hards. But I've got to deal with it to end the race, so here's L.
There seems to have been a problem removing the right rear wheel. We need to try and put it behind us, though, and let's finish this race strong.
Really? Really? We've done 2 pit stops in this race, and both of them were terrible. Both of them were slow pit stops. Man! Is this my punishment for going away? Is this the game saying, how dare you disappear for 2 weeks? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, we're still in a good spot though, to be fair, with 3.5 away from Yuki, 5.1 ahead of Lance as well. Leclerc. So, we're in a good spot. We're not going to stress too much. Yeah, I think it was Dimitri. Or is Dimitri rear left? He might be rear left. Pit crew out practice for 2 weeks, makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. First it was the front left, then it was the rear right. Honestly. They know how to humble me, huh? They know how to humble me. Who's rear right? I think it's Gavin. I think Gavin's rear right, isn't he? But yeah, either way, we're on this fresh medium tyre. We should still have the pace to get past Yuki Tsunoda. 2.7 to cross the line. All right, lap 45 of 58, ladies and gentlemen. The hunt is on to take down Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, so
we should have a good advantage here. Max Verstappen, 16.2 on that lap. So he's flying so far in this race, especially on this medium tyre. So I wonder if he could be a possible threat later on. Who knows? He's got Leclerc flying away with him at the moment, so... What up, crew? We are indeed back. We are so back, baby. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new here and you have enjoyed this race so far, looking forward to see how the next 13 laps will unfold. Make sure to smash that follow button. Whether you're watching on Twitch, whether you're watching on TikTok, make sure to smash the follow button. Really helps me out. We're back again tomorrow with the Japanese Grand Prix, I want to say. I think it's Japan next, right? Of course, 100% rates around there as well, so hopefully we can have another good race there. Last year we had a great race in Japan. Really good battle with Leclerc, so hopefully we can do it again this year. You should name your picker off the subscreen names. I'd forget. I'd forget who's who.
Keep managing your tires.
It's Japan up next. Nice. We didn't get fastest lap though. We did get PB. 17.2. That was about 5 tenths slower than Max, right? So our PB's a little bit off the moment. Still closing up to Tsunoda. Not as fast as we probably want, but... We're in the first sector. We're only 5 tenths away from DRS now, so... hopefully we can push it. We're in the middle sector as well. That DRS next lap could become quite useful. We'll try and go fast lap with that, I reckon, because at the moment we're not really there, are we? Unless we get a good final sector. But I think we should be within DRS range of Yuki from lap 47 onwards. We won't pass him at turn 1. We're a little bit too far back at the moment. But DRS active at the moment. And let's see when we'll get our first opportunity to overtake the Japanese driver. 17.0 that time around. Still not quite purple at the moment. As Carlos Sainz is a 16.2. Wow. Do you use brake bias, Vince? I mean, yeah, everyone uses brake bias. You can't not have brake bias. If you have no brake bias, you probably have no brakes. What up, Water? Oh, we're close here. I think this is it. I think this is the move for the lead right here. Let's push the battery. Here we go, and Yuki Tsunoda, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 47. We're going to take back the net lead of this race, and we lead the Australian Grand Prix once again, and hopefully we can take this to the checkered flag now. Purple sector in the middle. Can we try and get the fastest lap? Let's see. Do I change it corner to corner? No, not really. Not really. I might adjust it every now and then based on how the brakes feel. You know, as your tires wear more, you might start noticing the rear getting a bit loose on the braking, so I might bring it forward a touch, but most of the time I don't really play with it too much. No DRS down towards turn 1, but hopefully this will be a purple out. Let's push the battery. And we do take the purple out. Look at that, 15.8. Great lap. A lot of extra speed down the straight there. And that bumps us into that extra point category. I think Yuki was just inside of DRS there, so he'll just close up a little bit on the straight. I think he's got DRS again, isn't he? Not shaking off his DRS just yet. Although I think we might have just broke it by the time we got to the detection point. Not too sure. We'll see. Is this career mode? It is, yep. This is career mode. How do you join the online session on Sunday? So once you join our Discords, head to Community Race Sign Up channel. The sign-up isn't out yet. It'll be out later tonight, but keep your eyes on that this evening. And you'll see the check-in box come up. Wait for that, and then all you've got to do is press the green tick, and you're in. Are they moving the fastest lap in 25? Yeah, they are. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I understand why, but I don't know. I feel like, for example, in Brazil, when you don't get DRS and stuff, and there aren't many options for free pits in the rain, I feel like it really does showcase the driver's talent a bit more, but I do kind of get it. Like, any driver who had a free pit in the last couple laps just went and, you know, got the free pit stop, got the fastest lap, and then that was it. So, yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of it. You have to join our Discord server. The link's in my bio on TikTok. Inspector, thanks for following me as well, mate. Appreciate it. Nice one, Andrew. They should do pole gets a point. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there needs to be something that also benefits the lesser teams as well, in my opinion. Because let's be honest, most of the time it's always going to be a McLaren or a Red Bull or something. Maybe a Ferrari or a Mercedes that get the fastest lap, the pole position point. So I'd like to see something that maybe benefits the lower teams some more. I don't know, maybe a point for the fastest pit stop. Something like that, maybe. Maybe it's like more team-focused than driver-focused, you know what I mean? For the constructors. I mean, it can still be for the Drivers' Championship as well. Like, you know, if they box Verstappen and they do a 1.8 second pit stop and no one beats that, then Verstappen and the team both get the point. Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of more just brainstorming random ideas, to be honest with you, but I feel like it'd be pretty fun to see. Because let's be honest, right now there's not really much that kind of gives the team an incentive to push their limits for a fast stop. So I think maybe having a point towards it could help. Opinions on F1 24 versus 23. I want to know if it's worth it to skip to 25. 23 in terms of the driving is much better in my opinion. However, there's more content in F1 24. So, I don't know. Depends what you're focused on, I guess. I think some people are waiting until 25, and I can't blame them. 5 seconds to Verstappen at the moment in P3. He'll get DRS fairly soon on Yuki Tsunoda, I think. What's my favorite team? Aston Martin. Yeah, exactly, Jan. That'd be pretty cool. Point for drive for the day? Nah. If we're going to do point for drive for the day, then you've got to remove the fan voting, in my opinion, for it. Because I feel like fans would have way too much of an incentive on that. Like Vince used to say, if you're a casual player, get 24. If you're competitive, down 23. Yeah, to be fair. Oh, auto stutter? Oh, rip. You can't do Drive the Day, though, because it's a popularity thing. It really is. It really, really is. There's been so many, like, unfair Drive the Days, in my opinion. What up, Phoenix? Yeah, race is going good so far. We didn't get pole position, unfortunately. Yuki just pipped us to pole position. We had a good fight with him at the start of the race, but he committed to a one-stop rather than a two-stop, so he lost out a lot from that, and that gave us that advantage with the two-stop. So at the moment, looking good for race win number 3 of the season. 100% win rate so far as well. Has Yuki had a win this season yet? No. We've won every race so far. It is only season 3. Race 3, sorry, of season 3, but yeah. So yeah, if you're going to do points to drive of the day, it should not be fan votes, in my opinion. Or maybe allow, like, I don't know, 10% involvement or something like that. I don't know. How's Yuki doing this season? Terribly. I think it's like 10th in the championship in the game. I don't know how we got pole position. I really don't. If there are a point for online vote, people will be setting up bots super fast. True. That's a good point, to be fair. Yeah, definitely not then. Definitely not. I like the idea of fastest pit stop. I'm not going to lie. I like the idea of fastest pit stop point. Like I say, a bit more incentive for the teams to try and go for it. And really push the limits of their crew a bit more. Do you think they should ban triple headers in F1? I don't know. I do think the races should be a bit more sort of opened out a bit more. I think the fact we had back-to-back triple headers was pretty fucking crazy. Wasn't a fan of that. I think that's really way too much for the crew.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that.
Yeah, I get it. Like, from a fan point of view, it's great, Craig, because we're getting races every week, basically. So, from a fan point of view, triple headers are great, but for a team's point of view, it's horrible. Especially when the logistics are quite far away as well. What's a triple header? When you have 3 races back to back to back, essentially. So, three weeks, 3 races. Man, we are opening up this gap to Verstappen like crazy right now. We've absolutely cooked in this race. Triple headers would need to exist if we didn't have a summer break, followed by 2 races and another summer break. Exactly, yeah. I mean, the thing is that the second summer break was longer. It wasn't even a summer break. It wasn't even supposed to be a break. It was, I don't even know. But the second break we had was longer than the actual planned summer break, which is, yeah. I don't know. Messy. Very messy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Hello. I think the tire temperatures might be showing. Fucking hell. Let's not have too many of those, please. That was a bit scary. Yeah, rear left was a really high temp. Jeez. If I see losing the car anytime soon, I almost did. Almost did it twice. Yeah, the tyre wear is starting to come up a little bit. 17% of the rear left already. We've got another Sauber in front of us here. Is this Behrman again, or is this... Yeah, it is. Nice one, Dre. Hope you had a good one, dude. What did you think of Brazil race this season? Amazing, amazing race. Do not pass him. You're able to stay behind Behrman. 6.1 to Verstappen. He has gained a little bit because that mistake in the last lap. Our last lap was at 17.8, so kind of shows we're 2 seconds slower than our fastest lap. Behrman gets out the way, thank you. Did put me a little bit offline for the next corner, but it's okay. Can you take the fastest lap? I would like to, but I think the tyre wears a bit too much right now. Look at that rear left. 18%. So I'm not too sure if we can do it, to be honest with you. Do you ever go go-karting? I have from time to time, yeah. I actually participated in the 24-hour Buckmore back in May or June, wherever it was. Hopefully I'll do it again next year. But, yeah, I karted a bit when I was younger, but not as much as I grew up. This 97 AI, it feels like it. It feels like it. Try on the last lap. I can try, but I have no DRS. I'll have battery. And the tyre wear's going to be at its highest as well, so, yeah. Can't wait for 24-hour Spa next year. Love that stream. Well, we've got 24-hour Daytona in January. That'll be the next major event we do, I think. 24-hour Daytona in January. Then in February, I think you've got, or March maybe, you've got Sebring. I want to do the 24-hour Le Mans, I really do, but every time I want to do it, it's the weekend I leave for the real-life race, so I could never do it. But I'd love to try and do it if possible. Yeah, Yuki's plummeted to P5. I don't know why I did the one-stop. I said it as soon as I realized he was doing the one-stop, I said it was not going to work. And he's gone from pole to P5, so that's his L. Fuji next week? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that one, unfortunately. Not got enough time for us to practice or anything. Got way too much going on. I wish I rolled Nordschleife. I got completed this year. Dude, I was at that race as well. And yeah, it was such a shame. It was my first ever 24-hour Nürburgring, so bit of a shame, you know, it ended like that, but it is what it is. Where's the community race this week? Mexico. You drove around the Nurb too? I did. I did drive around the Nurb. Rode to Orlando. Well, to be fair, I mean, Yuki didn't really bottle anything. It was more the fact that his team put him on a one-stop, so if it was on a two-stop, he'd be with us right now. But he didn't, so I don't care. I don't care. Gets me the win, so I'm not going to complain. It's won by luck, not talent. The luck of Yuki Tsunoda not boxing for a two-stop. We'll take it. Well, that's enough for the community race, but I have F124. You'd be wasting everyone's time. That's what you'd be doing. I mean, to be fair, Yuki's actually under a bit of pressure from... Actually, no, I think it's actually okay. Oh, God. He is getting closed up on by the Aston and the McLaren, so it's possible he could go a little bit lower, but let's see. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on to the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix. This race has flown by. We'll see if we can try and go fastest lap, but I feel like with the tyre wear and stuff, it's not going to be doable. But we'll try and push for it. Let's see. Let's see. Ate that inside curb. Oh, my God. That filled me up. No DRS space, got no chance? Yeah. I think the first sector alone, we won't get the grip on the more worn tyres anyway, so yeah, it's not going to happen, but worth a go, right? Worth a go. Let's see, it's final sector. Yeah, I think we're quite far down. I don't know what the delta is right now, but I'm pretty sure it's quite low. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round the last few corners, race number 3 of Season 3 has proven to be yet another success. We won in Bahrain. We won in Saudi Arabia. Ladies and gentlemen, round the final corner, we're going to take another victory. 3 in a row down under. We're going to be taking P1, the race victory here in Australia. Beautiful start to the season. And that's a great way to look ahead to Japan. F1. Barry Huckleheim domination. Good ball, fans. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. GG's.
Some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win.
He's unstoppable. He really is. He really, really is. Next up, Japan. Last time, so we was in a similar situation last season, actually. We won the first 3 races of the season, then lost out. We got P2 in Japan. So I wonder if the same thing will happen. It's been identical so far. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. It was a great race in Japan last year, so I'm excited for that one. I like driving in Japan.
It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Later tonight, the sign-up will be out. Suzuka W, hopefully. Hopefully. Like I said, we had a really good battle with Leclerc and Suzuka last year, so if we can have another one of those, I'll be happy. Very, very happy. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. P1. 3 in a row for the season so far. And, yeah, we are looking good to defend our World Championship. Should definitely think about going to a worse team. Too easy for you. Other teams are going to be better. That's the way I see it. Other teams are going to be better. Even when we were a bad team, we still finished P3 in the championship. So, yeah, either way, we're cooking. But a great race, ladies and gentlemen. We finished 5.8 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen, who has got a podium every single race so far. So, is Verstappen going to be our title rival this year? We'll have to wait and see. But either way, we do extend our championship lead. Charles Leclerc finishes in P3 at the end of the Australian Grand Prix. Started P8, finished third. Not bad at all for the Monegasque driver. Carlos Sainz finished 4th, which isn't too bad as well. Tsunoda started at pole position, finished 5th. Lando Norris started 3rd, finished 7th. And Fernando Alonso finished in 6th as well. So, Tsunoda and Norris having pretty bad races there, all things considered. And didn't really maximize their performance. Lance Stroll in P8. Gasly and Hamilton scored a top 10 as well. Piastri finishing in P11. You can see the rest of the results there as well. 3 DNFs this race. Albon, Zhou Guanyu, and George Russell. It would have been interesting to see if George Russell could have been up there at the end of the race, because that Racing Bull is a pretty quick car this season. So, maybe if he didn't have a DNF, he could have been a challenger for us in this race. But either way, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. We have a 26-point gap to Max Verstappen. So the only way Max Verstappen can take the lead of this championship, well, he can't at the moment, but the only way he can go level on points with us at the moment in Japan is if we DNF or finish outside the points and Verstappen wins and gets fastest lap. That's how good the gap is after 3 races. We are absolutely cruising in the early stages of this season. As for constructors, we have a 54-point gap on Red Bull at the moment. And Racing Bull actually in 3rd right now, 20 points off their sister team with Aston Martin in 4th. Ferrari in 5th, McLaren, Alpine, Haas, Williams, and Sauber in that bottom 5 right now as well. What a return indeed, Nico. What a return indeed. Wouldn't have it any other way to get back to winning race straight away. Do you think Leclerc will win the World Drivers' Championship in 2025? I don't know if I trust Ferrari enough. More accurate Norris, it really is. I don't think I could trust Ferrari enough to give him a car that can compete for it. Which saw what happened in 2022. That was their best chance, really. And then, yeah, that was kind of it. All right. I think we still have a lower recognition than our teammate, by the way. I don't know how. We really should have a higher rep. Hold on to that cope, Jam. Hold on to that cope. You and Keika predicted it. Ah, the 2 least knowledgeable people in the Discord predicted it. Probably actually, yeah, Nico. I haven't got TNT or anything, so. Oh, secret meeting time, ladies and gentlemen. Not as if it matters too much, but you know. We have our first secret meeting of the season. Right, before we do this, I'm taking a picture because I don't think you see the R&D. You don't get to see the R&D in a secret meeting. All right. We're not doing a season 4, but this will be interesting. Let's see. Who's going to arrive at our door? Wait. Do we go home, chat? Do we go home? Should we head home for season 4? Do the full circle? Do we do it? Heading home for season 4? That'd have been interesting, huh? That'd be very interesting. Do you know what? We're going to continue the talks. We're going to continue the talks. We obviously were Racing Bull in season 1. We signed for Mercedes in season 2 and season 3. Do we go back for season 4? Why are you whispering in my ear?
And the meeting went well too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
Bro, she's so erotic. I hate it. Stop it. Makes me nervous. Signs back to Racing Bull for season 4. Delete save after season 3. Yep, something like that. Something like that. Can you still get approached by other teams in a secret meeting if you accept talks with another one? I don't know. I wonder. Right, we've still got 1.2k R&D to spend as well. So let's see what we can do here. If anything, actually. No, okay. We're saving our points. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Future secret meeting with the same team. It'd be kind of cool if it was with others.
Say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Unknown upgrade has been removed from the car. What do you mean, unknown upgrade? Have you banned an upgrade I don't have? Right. Okay. So you banned an upgrade that I don't have. Mint. Good one. I don't know what they banned, but they removed a part that we don't have. Alright, whatever. You made it out of the hood, you weren't supposed to go back? Yeah, but look where they are, man. They're the 3rd best team. Basically joint top, really, aren't they? With ourselves and Aston Martin, so. They removed Gavin and Mitchell? I fucking hope so. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what a return. 3 wins on the bounce. We love to see it. No, I need to go watch the football, K-Cray. I'm missing the Arsenal game right now. I sacrificed the Arsenal game to get back onto the stream for you guys. Be appreciative of me. Be appreciative. But no, I am going to go watch the Arsenal game, so. But yeah, either way, a really, really good return to the streams. We win out in Australia. Tomorrow, we return for the Japanese Grand Prix. We had a great race there last time. Even though we didn't win, we did have a great battle with Charles Leclerc in Japan. So I'm hoping we can get something similar, maybe with Verstappen instead in Japan. But that'll be for tomorrow's stream. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be me for the night. I appreciate you, Bong. Thank you, Mindtrips. I appreciate you too. Any exact time for the sign up? I'm going to set it up right after I end the stream. I'll probably set a scheduled time for it, or maybe it'll go straight up. I don't know. So just keep your eyes on Discord. You'll see it. I won't do it too late. I know some of you guys have got school tomorrow and shit. So do not fear. I will do it very soon. Right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head over and raid someone, as we always do. Miss A is live right now, so we'll go and say hello to her, shall we? I don't like her title, though. Hi, England, I'm inside you. Huh? Please don't do that. Do it at 9, you reckon? Maybe, we'll see. All right, we're going to raid over to the wonderful Miss Dana Ray. I thought she was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 today, but I guess it didn't download or whatever, so... we'll go over to Dana and see how she's cracking on. I'm back with you guys tomorrow, 5 UK time, as always. Tomorrow, we will have the Japanese Grand Prix for Berry's second race of the return. So hopefully, we can try and make it 4 in a row. But after last season, we've seen it can be a tricky race. So if you haven't followed me on social media already, Twitter, Instagram, Discord are all in the chat. Make sure to jump in on Discord if you haven't already. The sign-ups for the new race will come up tonight. Very, very soon. So keep your eyes on the Discord, and you will see the sign come out later this evening. So, yeah, until tomorrow, fantastic rest of your night. Get Vince Raids up in the chat, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening, ready for the Japanese Grand Prix. Good night.
in 1999, right?